the Go Home segment on the Go Home Raw.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, how you folks doing? Welcome here, welcome to the Raw After Mania. I'm your host, Conman167, and we're going to be live for the next 3 hours of today's show. That's right, the Raw following WrestleMania 36. Today is going to be a little bit of a weird show. It is taped. It was taped before or right after WrestleMania was taped. I'm not entirely sure. Some things might have been taped from before. Some things might have been taped afterwards. There is going to be no live crowd once again. There might be call-ups, like is synonymous with the Monday Night Raw after WrestleMania, but I doubt there's going to be call-ups. So honestly, today's show is a wild card at best. It's supposed to be one of the most hyped up shows of the year, being the Monday Night Raw after WrestleMania. However, today it doesn't feel like as hyped up. I don't even know what the card is. We're just getting the fallout of WrestleMania. But regardless, ladies and gentlemen, WrestleMania weekend was a ton of fun. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Regardless of it, if you thought it was good or bad, at the very bare minimum, it was entertaining. And during this time, that's all we can ask for. But right now, ladies and gentlemen, it is time for the Conman Certified Roll Call. So who do we got in here today? We got Wally D. Jazz. We got the Convict Peyton Cash. We got Ryan Lynch. How you doing? We got Zach Corelli. We got Chris Barger. We got Jesse Miles. Nathan Noble. How you doing, my friend? We got Jordan the One. How you doing? We got Biden up in here. We got Ethan Varney. We got Justin Beverly. We got Hunter Hand. PS4 Twist, welcome to the stream. We got George Kearns. How you doing, George? We got Buffalo Sports. We've got Ricardo Vargas. Welcome to the stream, my friend. We got Christina Drizdak. I think that was your name. Went by pretty quick. Sorry if I got that wrong. We got Xavier Howe, Jared Valerio. How you doing, my friend? We got Owen Field. We've got Jadu Magic. Nice to see you, my friend. We got Matthew Bonneau up in here. We got Jacob. Oh, God. What was your name? Jacob Dalton. Welcome to the stream. We got Matthew Grantland as well. Randy Orton 254. Always great to see you. And Andy Dobson. Welcome to the stream. Thanks for subscribing. And welcome to the Con Man community. So, yeah, everyone. I think we're just going to start this show off with a very simple question to the stream chat. So each and every one of you, you have two options, thumbs up or thumbs down. In the live chat right now, give me a thumbs up if you thought WrestleMania was good. Give me a thumbs down if you thought WrestleMania was bad. It is that simple. Marcus Ryan, welcome to Main Eventer, my friend. Great to see ya. Nice to see ya. I'm wondering if we're going to get ourselves a nice little sweet knees or if that is just going to not end up playing here today. But great to see you, my friend. The thumbs ups are there. The majority of the chat is giving it a thumbs up. There you go, everyone. Yeah, so if Conman had to give it one as well, you got two options, thumbs ups or thumbs down. I'm going to go ahead and say thumbs up. It was very enjoyable for me. The Boneyard match on night 1, the Firefly Funhouse match on night 2, Drew McIntyre becoming the WWE Champion, the ladder match, Charlotte Flair versus Rhea Ripley. What else was really, really good? Daniel Bryan versus Sami Zayn was incredible. I thought that was a great match. Seth Rollins versus Kevin Owens was incredibly fun to watch. Good moments all around. Really entertaining show. Alexa Bliss and Nikki Cross versus the Kabuki Warriors was a great matchup as well. It's tough to sit there and find really too many things to complain about. Even Aleister Black versus Bobby Lashley, it told the story that it needed to tell. Aleister Black, just that black mask being a dangerous, dangerous weapon. Thought it was incredibly well done. I gotta give so much credit to WWE as well for thinking outside of the box with the Firefly Funhouse and the Boneyard match. I'm going to go ahead and say the Boneyard match has more stability long term. It seemed like it had more of a simple concept. Bury your opponent alive, but it's a brawl until you bury them alive in a cinematic style of show. So I can see the Boneyard match actually happening at WrestleMania on a more consistent basis moving forward, whether that means Undertaker is going to be in it, or if that means it's just going to be Undertaker's lasting legacy, where the Boneyard match continues on throughout WrestleMania history. I don't know if that's a thing that they plan on doing or not, but it certainly opens up the options to have the Sting match versus Undertaker in a Boneyard match. You can have any young talent go up against Undertaker in the Boneyard match, and it easily adds about like 5-7 years to his career, or however long Undertaker wants to work for those WrestleMania paydays. As long as he wants to go in the Boneyard match and it's somewhat enjoyable and it can be entertaining every time that they do it, just air it for years on years on years on years on years on end. Like, I'm A-okay with that. Okay, here we go. We got ourselves a $5 dono from the Rose Thorn. Casey Rose, how you doing? Welcome to the stream. She says, I feel happy to be here. Even though I lost, I'm happy Hellfritz is Unified Women's Champion, but I'm happy to be watching the Raw stream. Thank you so much for your $5 dono. Yeah, Conmania happened earlier on today. Just so I don't spoil everything for everyone here in the stream chat, I'm not going to talk too much about Conmania today, but if you guys have not seen it, make sure you go back and watch it. Very, very, very entertaining stuff earlier today. But I think a good question to ask you guys as well, what was your favorite match from WrestleMania? Because I want to go ahead and say my favorite match. The thing I enjoyed the most was the Boneyard match. The match that I think was the best match overall, Rhea Ripley versus Charlotte Flair, I gotta go ahead and give them, in terms of in-ring competition, probably the match of the weekend. It was really, really, really entertaining. I enjoyed every bit of it. But here we go, ladies and gentlemen. It is time for Monday Night Raw. Again, I'm your host, Conman167, and let's get some more likes up in here. If you guys have not done so, smack that button. And, yeah, I want to talk also a little bit about Charlotte Flair's win, because it was controversial, to say the least. I've done some more thinking about it, though. When I reacted live to it, I was in the mindset that probably Rhea Ripley should have won. But as I've done a little bit more thinking long-term storybooking-wise, it does allow NXT to offer a unique set of matches. It allows them to go like, you know, Charlotte Flair versus Io Shirai, Charlotte Flair versus Bianca Belair, Charlotte Flair versus Tegan Nox, Charlotte Flair versus Dakota Kai. The list goes on and on and on and on and on. And it's also going to make Charlotte Flair, in a sense, a mega heel. Because fans who are fans of NXT generally don't want to see Charlotte Flair these days. Charlotte Flair's been pushed to the top. Fans of NXT, I'm a big fan of NXT, so I'm just generalizing here, but fans of NXT tend to want to see the next stars. They don't want to see stars that have already made it. They want to see the next set of superstars to come on through. And so anytime that a big time star goes down and takes their title, it's going to be hostile. Full Sail is going to be booing Charlotte Flair out of the building whenever the live crowd does come back. So Gotta question this one. Why is Street Profits taking on Austin Theory and Angel Garza again for the Raw Tag Team titles tonight? That doesn't make much sense. But regardless, it's going to go down. I'm going to try not to criticize WWE too much with their match choices, simply because of the trying times that they are in right now. They don't have a large roster to choose from. But here we go. We got Asuka in the ring. But anyways, it's going to be good. Okay. Liv Morgan versus Asuka here on Monday Night Raw. This is this type of stuff that I like to see. Making use of your roster, putting two superstars up against each other who could both benefit from the win, but could also see them both losing. I like this. This makes a competitive matchup right here. We'll get around to that dono right there in just a second, ladies and gentlemen, because I wanted to see what this match was all about. So Liv Morgan right here versus Asuka. Cool. So Asuka. Where is Asuka? There she is. Oh, I got to update Asuka's photo as well. Because Asuka is no longer one half of the tag team champions. Unfortunately, if you're an Asuka fan, that's it's got a sting, right? So what do you guys think? Are you fans of the fact that Asuka and Kairi Sane lost the tag team championships? What do you guys think? Is it good or bad that they lost the tag team titles? Because I'm going to go ahead and say I would rather still see the tag team titles around the Kabuki Warriors. But it all depends on how they follow it up with the push of Asuka. Liv Morgan off the ropes. Asuka running hip attack just knocks down Liv Morgan. And we will get the Twitter poll live over on twitter.com/Conman167 just in a second here, folks. So Asuka, boom. And oh, nice kick attempt there from Asuka. Liv Morgan rolls out of the way. Count of 2, roll up attempt. Kick out by Asuka. And then a kick right to the midsection courtesy of the lovely Liv Morgan. And I will get around to those donos again, well, folks, in just 2 seconds. There's a lot going on right now at the start of the show to try to keep up here. Asuka, though, just takes down Liv Morgan and face first into the corner turnbuckle. Goes Lil Liv. Asuka from behind, but a counter from Liv Morgan. Back elbow there. I don't know about you guys, but I think Liv Morgan could be huge. I think she could be. I think Liv Morgan has all the tools to be a great babyface here on the main roster. As long as they keep her slightly psychotic enough, just crazy enough, just off enough, to the point that fans are going to want to cheer for her. They almost want to make Liv Morgan a dialed down crazy version of Nikki Cross, right? You don't want her to be like over the top crazy, but you want to have kind of like that unpredictability with Liv Morgan. Oh, speaking of unpredictable, how about a super kick from the Empress of Tomorrow? Liv Morgan's going to be feeling that today. All right. So, Asuka versus Liv Morgan. There you guys go over on twitter.com/Conman167. The Twitter poll is now live. All right. I think that pretty much covers everything here for the time being. Will give us some time now to interact with the live chat. Thank you guys for tuning into the stream here today. My name once again is Conman167, and it is great to have you guys. If you would like to support the channel, you can always drop a little super chat donation, and you can get those little comments that you want to get read out on the stream, read out by yours truly. Let's start with the $2 dono from Aled Thomas. Thank you, buddy. He says, is it true Meltzer gave Orton versus Edge 1 star? Are you kidding? What? Okay, hang on. WrestleMania 36, Dave Meltzer, Wrestling Observer Stars. Okay, come on now. Is that true? That can't be true. He doesn't have it out already, right? I don't know if that's true, man. I honestly don't know if that's true, but if that is, I can't seem to find WrestleMania Wrestling Observer star ratings right now, but if that's true, folks, I'm going to keep my eyes open on that one, because that's BS. It's crazy, because, like, I'm sitting here enjoying, when I was enjoying WrestleMania, I was watching every single match, and I'm like, these individuals are killing it, right? Absolutely killing it in the ring, killing it backstage, throwing their bodies on the line for us and our entertainment. And I'm literally seeing people complain in the live chat, right, while it was going on. And especially day one, it was getting to me because I'm just like, how are people complaining about wrestling being on TV? That's my number one question right there for everyone, is how do you literally complain if there's wrestling on TV? I think it's just a good time. You get to throw it on TV. You get to sit here for 2, 3, 4 hours and forget about about everything else going on in the world. So if that's the case, if that's what Dave Meltzer rated at Edge versus, if that's in fact what he's going to rate it, I highly doubt that he is. I bet you he's going to be rating it in the 3.5 star range. But if it's like a 2-star rating, if he doesn't give fair ratings to WrestleMania based off the actual in-ring stuff that was done in the ring at WrestleMania, and he bases it off of how he felt watching the show, it's kind of a mistake there, my friend. Kind of a mistake, because the crowd definitely makes you feel different when you're watching a big-time match. If a crowd is hot, you're going to feel hot. So you got to be able to differentiate what's a good match based off of crowd reactions. If there's no crowd, you got to make your own opinion up on it, but maybe just give them a bit of a benefit of the doubt. I don't know. It was What Culture that gave it 1 star, I think. Yeah, that wouldn't surprise me. Okay, anyways, let's continue on here. Casey Wood, how you doing, my friend? He says, La Champ is here. Ooh, La Champ is here, my friend. Apparently, La Champ is here. And going to win Wednesday at Conmania. Well, we'll see here, Casey Wood. It's going to be a tough challenge for you, my friend, at WrestleMania. This Wednesday will be day number 2. Also, I apologize if my voice is a little bit worn down here tonight, and if I'm a little on the tired side. I've been yelling over wrestling for about the last 4 days now. So yeah, between Conmania today, WrestleMania over the past 2 days, Friday night, SmackDown, and CMU Dark on Friday, my voice is starting to get a little on the raw side. So I do apologize if I'm a little less enthusiastic about certain things here tonight, but we'll try to make it the best show we possibly can. Everything NHL says Tyson Fury apparently accepted McIntyre's challenge. I know what you're referring to. It was that Tyson Fury actually said he would like to face Drew McIntyre. He said that he was supposed to be originally a part of WrestleMania, but obviously due to the coronavirus, he wasn't able to be a part of WrestleMania. And now he says he would like to be able to try to take on Drew McIntyre for the WWE Championship at some point. I hope WWE doesn't do something stupid and feed Drew McIntyre to Tyson Fury. Please don't be dumb, WWE. I know it's tempting. Vince, I know it's tempting. I know you're tempted for that cross-platform publicity, but Vincent, I'm going to tell you right now, Vincent Kennedy McMahon, Jr., Senior, you're Junior. Stop it. I mean it, stop it. Don't think about it there, Mr. Vincent Kennedy McMahon, Jr., Senior, Junior. Got a 2 kick out there by Asuka. Liv Morgan with a right hand to Asuka, though. Another right hand to Asuka. Liv Morgan. Oh, nice move. Oh, what a code breaker from Lil Liv. A springboard double knee to the face of Asuka. But Casey Wood, I appreciate your dono right there. Oliviera Family Games, how you doing, my friend? Thank you for your donation. You said last donation. Oh, I was just getting to your other one that you said there. So you dropped $10 saying last donation. Well, Oliviera Family Games, I do appreciate you. Thank you for your support on the channel. I really do appreciate it. Going for a clothesline. Liv Morgan hits a clothesline of her own right. Boom. 3 clotheslines delivered there. Let's roll the dono. Behold the king. The king of kings. On your knees, dog. Into the cover goes Liv. 2. Oh, Asuka just kicked out. Bow down to the king.
Last donation.
And Oliviera Family Games, you, my friend, have become the new boss. Oh, God. Armbar delivered right there. Asuka, though, just gets rolled up by Liv Morgan into the cover. Count of 2. Asuka kicks out. Liv, though. Asuka? Oh, a German suplex delivered to Liv Morgan. And Asuka now needs to get right back up to her feet. Man, Liv Morgan is actually taking the fight to Asuka here tonight. But a running knee knocks Liv Morgan out. That could be it. 1, 2, Liv foot on the bottom rope. Forcing the break right there. And then we got ourselves another $5 dono. Hunter Hand, thank you, my friend. He says, Con, you think they're pushing Liv to be the Money in the Bank winner? I think maybe. And maybe take that title, but I don't know. Liv Morgan to become the Miss Money in the Bank wouldn't be a terrible idea. You got to make sure, though, the one thing that you can run into with a smaller individual winning the Money in the Bank briefcase is you can run into the possibility that when the time comes, they're not actually ready to become... Oh, roll up, 1, 2. Asuka kicks out, learning from Shayna Baszler, so she doesn't get pinned here tonight. Liv Morgan trying to go up for that Asuka lock one more time. Sorry, Asuka was trying to go for the... I can't speak. My God, there's so much wrestling going through my brain right now. I do apologize, everyone. Oh, but right back into it. Another Asuka lock. And I think Liv Morgan has nowhere to go. Liv has to tap out. Yeah. That's the right call.
Con, you think they're pushing Liv to be the MITB? I think maybe take the title, but IDK.
Oh, well, thank you, Oliviera Family Games. I appreciate the support right there. Says, I'll give you $5 more for being a great YouTuber. Well, I'll take those $5 more for being a great YouTuber. I appreciate it. Yeah, sorry for everyone who is a fan of Liv Morgan, but no Lil Liv here tonight. No win for Lil Liv. Damn unfortunate, isn't it? Asuka just gonna dance there in the center of the ring.
I'll give you $5 more for being a great YouTuber.
And then Justin Beverly, thank you, my friend, for the $15 dono. Man, you're being kind here tonight, my friends. Says, interested to see what goes down on the post-Mania show. Just like this stream, I expect the possibilities and potential are limitless. And you know who's also limitless, my friend? He is the current North American champion. And he is the moment maker, if you will. The one and only Keith Lee. For he is limitless. For he is limitless. Woo! For he is limitless.
Interested to see what goes down on the post-Mania show. Just like this stream, I expect the possibilities and potential are limitless.
Absolutely limitless. But yeah, how you guys feeling after WrestleMania weekend? Are you a little tired? Because like I know, WrestleMania weekend, it is a lot, right? It is a draining weekend of watching wrestling sometimes because there's so many storylines, so many emotional things that you go through, from the Otis storyline to the Firefly Funhouse to the Boneyard match, the ladder match, everything in between. You go through so many emotional waves at WrestleMania. So how you guys doing? You in recovery mode from Mania?
Congratulations on retaining the Raw Women's Championship tonight.
Thank you. Holding on to this bad boy for nearly a year straight.
I bet it feels good.
Oh yeah, this is just one day shy of a year straight. Yeah, 365 days the champ.
Wow.
It feels pretty wonderful.
Well, let's talk about your match. Some would say that when you flipped backwards out of Shayna's clutch, it was with your last gasp of air. What are your thoughts on that?
Nothing I do is an accident. Everything is calculated, and I'm always looking for a counter. I'm always looking for the win, and tonight I got that.
How good was Shayna tonight in your match?
Look, she's incredible. I never underestimated her. I think she underestimated me. But the fact of the matter is that she's been a top-ranked cage fighter for 10 years straight. She's the longest combined women's NXT champion in history. Her skill set is maybe unmatched in what we have in WWE today. But the fact of the matter is tonight was a test of skill over heart, and I've got the heart.
Well, what's next for you as the reigning Raw Women's Champion?
Well, if Shayna has a problem, she thinks she has my number, she certainly doesn't. But if she has a problem with that finish tonight, just tell her to not go missing. She knows where to find me. I'll be holding down the fort every single week.
Becky, congratulations again.
Thank you.
Cool.
The thrill of victory and the agony of defeat. The thrill of victory and the agony of defeat. The thrill of victory. And for you, Becky, I promise you the agony of my defeat.
It appears that Baszler is not yet done with the man, Becky Lynch. Speaking of the thrill of victory, that's what the Street Profits enjoyed this past weekend at WrestleMania as they retained the Raw Tag Team titles. But can Theory and Garza
Okay, sure. Sure. Meh. Meh is the best way to put it. That doesn't add anything to the feud. And Shayna's mad. Shayna wants another chance at Becky Lynch. That's the story. Yeah. Yeah. So here's the thing. I've been doing a lot of thinking with, obviously, Charlotte Flair. Oh, we're going to get to watch the Boneyard match again tonight. Ayo, I am all down to watch the Boneyard match again tonight. Hell yeah. Oh, yeah, I'm A-okay with that one. But here's the thing. I want to talk a little bit about that WrestleMania match, Becky Lynch versus Shayna Baszler. Because they had probably the right idea for the setting of the match with how they built it. I think they built it the right way, but as I said at WrestleMania, Shayna Baszler has always felt special, right? When she was in an NXT, she felt special because she had the cage fighter background. She had the MMA background, right? She felt special for a while. Then she became the NXT Women's Champion. So again, she felt special, right? She was very special as the NXT Women's Champion. Then when she lost the title and then won it back, she became Shayna 2 times. She was the only 2-time Women's Champion in the history of NXT. That made her seem even more special. Then when Shotzi Blackheart eliminated her from the Battle Royal, it made Shotzi Blackheart seem special because Shayna Baszler felt special. Yes, I'm saying the word special a lot, but there's a reason for it. When Shayna got called up to the main roster, when she had those matches against Charlotte Flair and Becky Lynch at Survivor Series, hang on, did I just misspeak? Whatever that Survivor Series match was, for some reason I can't remember what the exact match was. You guys will let me know in the chat. But when she was at that match at Survivor Series, she felt special. When she got called up at the Royal Rumble, she felt special. She felt big. WWE presented her in a big way. When she bit the neck of Becky Lynch, she felt special once again. There was just this presentation of Shayna Baszler that just gave her this aura. Elimination Chamber. She eliminated everybody in the chamber, and while people were saying that that's a deciment to the entire women's division, I say it made Shayna Baszler feel special. But then she lost to a modified roll-up from Becky Lynch. I think seeing that happen, not even just seeing Becky Lynch beat her straight up, seeing a half-assed attempt of a get out of there scot-free with the title on Becky Lynch, Becky just getting away from her, it wasn't great. The match itself didn't tell the story it needed to warrant Becky Lynch getting that type of victory. If you're going to do that type of victory for Becky Lynch, Shayna Baszler needs to dominate the match. And when I mean dominate like Brock Lesnar dominated John Cena at whatever that was, Night of Champions. I forget the pay-per-view. When Brock Lesnar, SummerSlam, I'm not sure. He just completely dominated John Cena for like 14, 15 minutes straight and then picked up the win. If you wanted to do that victory for Becky Lynch, have a 14, 15 pure domination match, have Becky Lynch get bit on the back of the neck again, and maybe have some more blood drawn from the face, make Becky Lynch look like she went through a war, and just escaped. Just escaped with the title. Not, we're going to fight it for about 5, 7, 8 minutes, whatever it was, and then I'm going to roll you up. Whatever that was. Seem Khan says, Becky didn't beat Shayna, she escaped her. That's exactly what I'm saying. That should have been the story. That's the story WWE is trying to tell, but they didn't tell it in the ring. She didn't just escape Shayna Baszler. She's relatively unscathed. She beat Shayna. Right? She beat Shayna. Yeah, sure, she rolled her up. But there wasn't enough of a one-sided war in that match to warrant the fact that Becky Lynch just quote-unquote escaped. She beat her. She beat her. Man, she just straight up beat her. Rolled her up with her own finishing move and made her look silly. So that's what I'm saying. If they wanted to tell that story of Becky Lynch just escaping with the title, they should have told that story of Becky Lynch just escaping with the title. Make Becky Lynch seem like she was decimated. Keep Shayna Baszler strong. Instead, they just kind of took the specialness away of Shayna, in my opinion. That's my opinion. Anyways, I'm gonna go ahead and stick to it because I do think that it wasn't the right call. I do think also the best call would have been having a Brock Lesnar style match against John Cena, but have that be Shayna Baszler dominating Becky Lynch and be as one-sided as it could be, and have Shayna Baszler become the new women's champion. Then all of a sudden you can have a redemption story because it worked so well with Cena versus Lesnar. Have the redemption story. Come up with it, right? That's the story. That's everything that it needs to be. Hey. Yeah. They missed a tiny mark with that. They missed the mark to get fans right behind Becky Lynch again, because you know what? Here's the thing. If Shayna would have dominated Becky, all those fans would have literally said, hey, I can't stand that Shayna Baszler dominating the entire women's division like that. I'm going to root for Becky Lynch. And fans would have been right back on the train for Becky. All right, everyone, it's time for a WrestleMania rematch. It is time for the Street Profits versus Angel Garza and Austin Theory. That's right, we're just going to throw the WrestleMania photo up there because it's the same one. I wonder if something different's going to happen in this match. I wonder if a new tag team is going to come on down. I wonder if there's going to be, like, some outside interference. I wonder if maybe the Viking Raiders want to get after the Street Profits. Maybe something like that. Maybe there's somebody else backstage. I don't know. Mike Witt says Rhea should have won. We will talk a little bit about that, actually, because I was doing some thinking with it, right? And like I mentioned before, if they had Rhea Ripley beat Charlotte Flair there, where does Ripley go? What's her story, right? I think they need to tell a story with Rhea Ripley, eventually her being the person who overcomes Charlotte Flair, who takes back that NXT championship. Have Charlotte Flair run through people like Io Shirai, not run through, but have great matches with Io Shirai, have great matches with Dakota Kai, Tegan Nox, Chelsea Green if they wanted to. There's so many options down there in NXT. Aaliyah, they could have a one-off match with Charlotte Flair, you know. You could do Caden Carter. Could do Casey Catanzaro. Casey Catanzaro versus Charlotte Flair. That interests me. I don't know if it interests you. But there's so many options they can do there. They can build up Charlotte Flair's run with the NXT Championship to be similar to how they booked Shayna Baszler's NXT Championship run, actually. And then eventually have Rhea Ripley overcome her again. There you go. So, who will win is the question. Hashtag Raw. It will either be Street Profits, or will it be Theory and Garza? Do they put the titles on Theory and Garza here tonight? Do they put the titles on Theory and Garza here tonight? They might.
hate from last night at WrestleMania, and I feel like we're going to see a better.
They legit might do this. I don't know.
Byron, what do you think Zelina Vega could have up her sleeve tonight, tag made to Theory, considering things didn't go Zelina Vega's way last night? Well, when I see Zelina Vega, I see the face of vindictiveness. So I'm sure that she has developed an efficient game plan. I don't know what that's.
All right, we'll see here if Bianca Belair shows up and this becomes a 6-way tag team match.
What better motivation to say you were that close?
I could see that being a thing here tonight. Anyways, off the ropes. Ooh, nice little shoulder tackle there from Angelo Dawkins. Now off the ropes once again. Dawkins. Theory jumps over top of him. Dawkins jumps over top of him. And a big old shoulder tackle knocks down Austin Theory. Yeah, folks. I can definitely tell that my voice is starting to go. We'll see if we even make it through this live stream here tonight. Like, I'll stream for the 3 hours, but we'll see how my voice does for the 3 hours. It's already really going. WrestleMania was a long weekend. Nice flapjack from Street Profits right on to Austin Theory, and then a double drop kick knocks down Angel Garza and Theory. Montez Ford and Dawkins stand tall as we head to commercial break. Dark Ops says shame Conman forgot Shotzi Blackheart when referencing Charlotte Flair. I didn't forget her, I just mentioned her in the previous sentence. I said, or not previous sentence, but one of the previous things I was talking about. I try not to repeat too many names when talking about other people down in NXT, but yeah, Shotzi is a great talent, my friend. The Exalted One, John Moxley, thanks for following me over on Twitter. I do appreciate it. Oh, this is interesting.
Nissan has brought Canadians together.
So,
we need to help as we all learn about keeping a safe distance. We're looking to support current owners.
Hearing both SmackDown and Raw will be live from the Performance Center. So that's next week's Raw and SmackDown, or this week's SmackDown? Yeah, so this week's SmackDown and next week's Raw will be live from the Performance Center. Wow, I can't speak today. My freaking God, I can't even get any sentences out right now. I am sorry. Seems like WWE will indeed push on. No break at this time is coming. Tonight's Raw and this week's NXT have already been taped.
With IG Wealth Management, we go beyond our
well then.
To look at your whole financial
well then.
To forecast your monthly income in retirement, so you have a clear view of today and tomorrow. IG Wealth Management.
See, here's the thing, guys.
Every day now, all of us are learning to live without the things we once took for granted. But in our communities, some of us are facing even greater hardship.
If WWE
Okay.
I've been very supportive of WWE running their shows up until WrestleMania, right?
So we've provided $10 million to help partners like Boys and Girls Clubs fight kids' hunger right in their communities. And interesting.
I've been super supportive, right? I've praised them for going on ahead, trying to film the shows, for trying to continue to entertain us during this time. I think things are more important right now. I don't think there's a need to really continue running Raw and SmackDown and NXT episodes through the week, especially not live. I wouldn't mind if WWE aired like the occasional replay of a pay-per-view or made like promo style shows. Like if that's the case, if that's what they're going to do, good. But in this current time, there's no need for people to be stripping on down to basically just their underwear and wrestling in their sweat where there could be blood. There's lots of physical contact, right? So interesting. And the Dark Ops says, well then, what about AEW? You want them to continue, in all caps, like he's saying, ha, gotcha. Ooh, I caught you, WWE, Mark. You're going to say positive things about AEW. AEW actually has already filmed all their shows, my friend, and they've shut down their production, so it's not even a comparison, right? AEW went ahead and said, okay, we've only got this much time to film this many shows, and then we need to send our talent home. Let's record a bunch of stuff right here and then be done with it and then move on so that we're not risking our talent week in and week out. Dark Up says, oh, excuses. I say, oh, no, I'm just telling you the truth. WWE, if they would have done the same thing, if, say, they filmed a bunch of weeks ahead of time, that's a different story. But right now, there's a pandemic going on. I think that's a little irresponsible on WWE's end, right? It is irresponsible. Dark Ops, dude, I'm not sure what point it is that you're arguing. You're just sounding like a person who doesn't have a point to make. He says, well, AEW wants to continue. You fine with that? Again, my friend, AEW is continuing, but they are not continuing live. They have already recorded all their matches for the coming weeks. I believe they are good to go almost until the middle of May with their shows. So, what's your point again, my friend? No, WWE, if they pre-record a bunch of things, it's different because that way you know the talent that has come into your building is cleared. They're not risking infecting other people at that time if they happen to have the disease, right? They're cleared to come into the building. If you're starting to bring them in every single week, you're exposing them to a different climate every single week. You're exposing them to different people every single week who have been in contact with other people at the grocery store, other people around their house, all that stuff, right? So it's completely different at this point in time. No live shows, in my honest opinion, should be happening. This right here is taped, so this right here is fine. WWE, this was done, right? This has been all taped. But I felt that WWE really doesn't need to continue their shows after WrestleMania. This show here tonight, NXT show on Wednesday, and then that probably should have been it, right? If they had those ones taped, that probably should have been it. But anyways, I'm still going to sit here and enjoy it, right? I'm not going to sit here and say WWE needs to stop. I'm not that person that is going to be ungrateful if they continue on, right? And I think that's a big difference. I'm not going to be ungrateful if I still get wrestling. But should it probably be continuing on? Probably not. WWE probably should send their talent home to be isolated at home during a pandemic, and I think that is a very, very fair thing to say. I think most wrestling companies probably should be doing that as well. I know it's a big time right now, and I know wrestling is a thing that entertains us, but we got through WrestleMania, right? And I don't think there needs to be any more live shows at this point in time. Just at this point in time. I love wrestling. If more live shows do continue on, I will continue to watch them, and I will continue to thank the wrestlers for putting their health and well-being on the line to entertain us, because that is the truth. That is what would be going on if they do continue to show up week in and week out here. But I do think that they should be sent home to be with their families, right? There is more important things than wrestling right now. There is. We got through WrestleMania. Let's have that kind of be like our final send-off. It was really well done, right? Stephanie McMahon said it best at the start of the show. We're here to entertain you and try to take your mind off the things going on in the world right now. I think WWE successfully did that on the weekend. I think they did it successfully on the Saturday and the Sunday. They don't really need to keep doing that. They did their part. They got us through to April, right? To the start of April, they built to their biggest show. But at this point, WWE, I think the superstars need a break. I think the creative writing team needs a break. I think Vince McMahon needs a break. I think Stephanie, Triple H, all those people there, they just need a break. I think us fans probably could use a break. But again, at the end of the day, if WWE does continue to air their shows like it seems that they're going to, I will be grateful of the fact that we still get to watch wrestling. But each and every single week, I will, once again, make the point heard that I do think that the wrestlers probably should be sent home. Right? And Dark Ops, if you need a break there, my friend, because you said we all subscribers need a break, if you would like a break from the Conman channel, you go right ahead and hit that unsubscribe button, because you're You're obviously not too happy with my takes here tonight, so you do not have to sit here and listen to them, but I'm sorry that you don't like the truth. The Comedic Genius YT, how you doing, my friend? He says, hi, big fan. I know it's not much, but I hope you enjoy. Comedic Genius, thank you, my friend, for the little support. Any little bit does help out. It keeps this channel rolling, and it keeps it going every single week here for Monday Night Raw, NXT, and SmackDown. But just want everybody to know here as well that if WWE does stop airing their shows on a weekly basis, what a crossbody from Montez Ford. If they do stop airing their shows from a weekly basis, I will still continue to air shows here. We will watch old pay-per-views, we will watch old Raws, we will watch old SmackDowns, whatever you guys would like to watch, and we will have like a vote for what we should watch that night. So there will still be content here on this channel regardless of how WWE goes about things here. Uh-oh, Zelina Vega got caught by the referee. Zelina Vega was caught by the referee. Disqualification. DQ. Zelina Vega costing Austin Theory and Angel Garza the tag team titles. Zelina Vega just cost him.
Byron, this is shades of what happened last night. It appears another, again, what attack from Garza, Theory, and Vega on 4.
And there she comes. It's Bianca. Yeah, I knew this was coming, so it looks like Bianca Belair is going to try to come make the save. So Bianca, folks, I think it's safe to say Bianca Belair has been called up to the main roster. Welcome, Bianca. She's in here. Oh, wow, what a spine buster to Zelina Vega. And then Montez Ford now with some right hands there to Angel Garza over and over again. Angelo Dawkins knocks Austin Theory to the outside of the ring. And Bianca Belair, the EST.
You really think you're doing something? But girl, because I go here now.
Oh!
Bianca Belair, the EST of NXT, is the EST of WWE. And not only am I the strongest, the toughest, the roughest, the quickest, the greatest, the best, but I'm the fastest, and you can't outrun me. So, girl, come get in this ring, or I have to come get you myself.
Oh, damn.
Hear that, Tom? Bianca Belair goes here.
Ladies and gentlemen, Bianca Belair has officially been called up to Monday Night Raw. No longer the EST of NXT. She is the EST of WWE. Yo, that was cool, folks. That was cool. What a call up for Bianca Belair.
We know you might not be thinking of Burger King right now.
So she is officially called up here to Monday Night Raw. You gotta love that.
Let us take care of
You gotta love that. And I know people are saying called over. Let me ask you guys this right now. What would you rate WWE's brands? Would you say Monday Night Raw is the A brand, then SmackDown's number 2, and then NXT's number 3? I still would. Not in terms of entertainment value, but in terms of being on the totem pole. Let me ask you something here. If somebody from the independent scene was signed by WWE and they wanted to train that person, would they put them on NXT TV or would they put them on Raw or SmackDown? The answer is NXT. So NXT is still the third brand. I know they want to say it's being called over. They want to say that it's being called up. They can say it's being called over when NXT breaks 1 million viewers on the USA Network. I'm sorry, guys. I love NXT. I love it to death. It's the third brand. It's still developmental. It's a fun-ass brand. It's a ton of fun to watch. It's still their third brand. It's still developmental. When you get moved up to Monday Night Raw, a pay raise comes. It's the number 1 show, Monday Night Raw. So yes, I know you want to say she was called over. No, she was called up. She was called up from NXT to Monday Night Raw. I'm sorry, we can try to spin it any way we want, but that's not the truth. But ladies and gentlemen, welcome here to the show. It's great to have each and every single one of you. If you have not done so, please make sure you leave a like on this video. Also making sure you are subscribed to the channel. I'd love to see your name pop up there on the top left-hand corner. What is that?
I probably would have never got that competitive edge to win Stanley Cup.
Stream the miniseries United by Sport on Sportsnet now.
This is game-changing. The pageantry.
That's great.
Superstars.
Javier Santana says, so was Charlotte demoted? Honestly, maybe. You can look at it as a demotion if we want to look at it as a demotion. I don't think there was a pay stub demotion, so you can't really say that she got demoted. What it is it's a way for WWE to try to squeeze some extra ratings to get some more eyes on NXT, because as I just said, NXT is still their third brand, and when they get over 1 million viewers on the USA Network, then they can maybe start saying that hey, this is an equal brand right here. They're not beating AEW, right? I mean, here's the thing. If Monday Night Raw and AEW went head to head with each other and Raw lost to AEW, that would be embarrassing, right? I'm sorry to say, but it would be embarrassing for WWE. It would be so embarrassing. It would be a huge win for AEW, but it'd be embarrassing for WWE. But think about this, guys. They're saying it's not embarrassing for NXT to lose to them because it's their third brand. But then they're trying to present it as saying, no, it's on the same level as Raw and SmackDown, but, oh, wait, no, on Wednesdays we lose, so it's okay, it's just our third brand. But no, we're going to call them over because they're equal. Oh, but wait, we lose on Wednesdays, so no, sorry, it's our third brand. But, oh, wait, we want to say our champions are still the same level as our world champions, so they're actually on equal playing field. Oh, but wait, on Wednesdays we lose to AEW, so no, it's our third brand. Like, you know what I mean? It's not a demotion per se for Charlotte, but it's not a raise. It's not winning the Raw Women's Championship and being presented on Raw week in and week out. Is it exciting for the wrestling fans? Absolutely. It's exciting to see Charlotte Flair down there to NXT and the possibility of Charlotte versus Io Shirai versus Dakota Kai versus Tegan Nox versus Shotzi Blackheart, because somebody got mad at me for not saying Shotzi earlier. So many great talented individuals down in NXT, so it's exciting for that prospect right there. But it's not necessarily a raise for Charlotte. She's still champ though. Yes, she is still champ, but she's champion of the third brand. Put it this way. If she won the Raw Women's Championship, it'd be a bigger deal. If she won the SmackDown Women's Championship, it'd be a bigger deal. Does it put a few extra eyes on NXT? Absolutely. Does it draw a ton? No, I don't think so. I think it just makes NXT a little more varied. If that's a better way to put it, a little more star-studded. That's their new star down there. Oh man, Zelina Vega just got thrown halfway across the ring. But I want to ask you guys over here on twitter.com/Conman167, who will win? Hashtag Raw. So, Bianca Belair or Zelina Vega. There you guys go. Twitter.com/Conman167. Who do you guys think is going to win this match?
Zelina Vega, the crafty superstar.
It's pretty cool, Exalted One, that this is your 1-year journey here on YouTube for our channel. Thanks for being around for so long. Oh, but look at Zelina Vega just choking out Bianca Belair over those ropes. Vega rolls through, cover, count of 2, kick out. It is actually kind of cool to see Zelina Vega wrestling here tonight. We really don't see her wrestle all that often. And for that reason, the fact that we don't see Zelina wrestle all that often, it is a-okay if Bianca Belair beats her here because she's seen as a manager. She's not necessarily an active in-ring competitor all the time. Even though she does compete in the ring, she's not necessarily viewed. Wait, what the hell? Oh my god, look at the Dragon Sleeper hold here from Zelina Vega. Holy crap, it's in. That's a nasty looking submission move on Bianca Belair. She's got to get up, Bianca, as you hear the Street Profits cheering her on. Look at Forden. Dawkins cheering on the EST of WWE. Zelina Vega around the front. Oh my God, look at the pure strength. Look at the strength from Belair. Ford loving for. Oh my God, I love Montez Ford. Just shaking the camera right in his face. Like, ah! Actually, I'll literally show you what Montez Ford just did. Ah! That's what Ford did. Don't judge me. Look at the power. Military press. Squatting with Vega. Oh, free fall slam. Oh, Austin Theory getting involved here a little bit. Saving Zelina Vega. Interesting. 2. Right hand. Montez Ford on the outside of the ring. Dawkins on the outside over there. What the hell? Back inside the ring. Oh, spine buster takedown from Ford. Wait, what? What? Why did the referee call for the bell? Are we going to get a mixed tag team match now? I'd be okay if this turns into a mixed tag team match. Now, that's like a nice little transition to the match. Are we going to get the match now?
We're just one day removed from the prestigious WrestleMania 36. And man, my brother is here. My wife is here. So how about we just make this a family affair and just do 3, uno, dos, tres, against 3.
There you go.
Because Bianca Belair and the Street Profits are up, and we
want the smoke. There we go, everyone. So we're going to get ourselves a mixed tag team match now. Hey, I'm all for that one. So here's the reason I'm all for that. WWE is in a tough predicament right here where they don't have the ability to make too many matches, right? Because they can only have a certain amount of personnel on set at a given time. So, honestly,
This changes everything.
hold up. What are you... One sec. Sorry, Ron Bondi. I have no idea what you're annoyed about with Monday Night Raw right now. We're going to talk about why this is good. So, for their current situation, WWE does not have the ability to have too many personnel on set. They can only have... I don't know. I mean, the world recommends no more than 5 people in one gathering. Any more than 5 people in a gathering is considered illegal. Well, there's 6 people in this ring plus a referee. So that would be 7. You know what I mean? So WWE's actually put into a tough predicament with trying to make multiple matches happen at a single time. So what they're going to do, I think, is they're going to try to draw every little segment that they possibly can out as much as possible. What I mean by that is they had a match between Austin Theory and Angel Garza versus the Street Profits. That match got dragged out a little bit to past the first commercial break. Then they cut that match with a disqualification, moved on to Zelina Vega versus Bianca Belair, get that match happening, have that match end in a disqualification, go into the 6-person tag team match, mixed tag team match, and then have that match drag on for about another 10-15 minutes, and then all of a sudden, you're looking at a half-hour, 35-minute segment of a 3-hour show from those 6 people involved. It may not be the most entertaining television, ladies and gentlemen, but what it does is it makes for something to watch other than replaying an old show for 40 minutes or other than replaying the entire Royal Rumble for an hour. It allows WWE to fill more time of their show while telling a little story in the ring. So don't look at it necessarily as a story to the overall story. Look at it as a story being told here tonight. What is the story WWE is trying to tell on the screen for you today? And if you look at it like that, you're probably going to be able to enjoy Monday Night Raw a little bit more during this time when the stories aren't going to be that deep, when they aren't going to involve too many major swerves or moments, right? this just allows WWE to stretch their show out to meet the quota of the 3 hours they have to provide to the USA Network every single Monday night. I don't think there's any other way we can really look at it, right? So just try to focus it as a story being told for here tonight, and don't worry about the overall story being told. I says my chat is not moving. Then he says, never mind. Okay. All right, how you doing, buddy? Welcome to the stream. Rule Kapar, thanks for your $1 dono, my friend. I do appreciate it. So let's get you up there on the screen. Thank you, my friend. And who is that? That's Erica Hockey Mayor. Thanks for subscribing, my friend. Welcome to the Conman community. Bradley Robinette, like you said, he says, why is this dragging on way too friggin' long? Because these shows here for the next however long this pandemic is going on for are going to be dragged on for a long time. There's just no two ways about it. WWE won't be able to provide too many entertaining moments here without going balls to the wall, and I'm not sure WWE wants to go balls to the wall on shows that they make zero money off of. I mean, not zero money, they still make a ton of money off the broadcast deals, but they don't have a gate, right? They don't have the gate to pay the superstars. Oh, what a drop kick from Montez Ford. Lays down Austin Theory. So men must face the men, women must face the women here in this matchup. I am going to shrink them a little bit on the screen, and then we're just going to add in Bianca Belair. Because she goes here now. That's right, Bianca Belair goes from NXT to Monday Night Raw. Nice drop kick again from Montez Ford. Bianca Belair, boom.
Shows you how heated this situation has become, this conflict between all 6 of these personalities. I'll think about the week, especially that Austin Theory from NXT has had a tag team title opportunity.
Sorry, guys. 1 sec. All right, so Bianca Belair right there. So now let's ask you guys over on twitter.com/Conman167 who will win. The short time that they've been together have been highly impressive, and regardless Hashtag Raw.
I want to see more of this team, and it speaks to the business.
So Street Profits and Bianca versus Garza, Vega, Theory, TGORY. There we go. Do I think Austin Theory is a future champion? Asking me is Vazmi. I'm just going to say that name. I can't read the last half of your name. Do I think he's a future champion? Good question. Probably a future champion. WWE seems invested on him. They seem like they're kind of all in on Austin Theory here. Calling him up when he's 22 years old is a pretty big deal. Not too many superstars get called up when they're 22, and I mean, you want proof of that? Pete Dunne, Tyler Bate, Rhea Ripley, Velveteen Dream, all those superstars were 22 years old at some point in WWE, and they didn't get called up at that time. So it's a pretty big deal to see Austin Theory get called up at 22 years old. But still, I don't know if he's going to be a guaranteed future champion. He could be just a little too young, maybe not seasoned enough. You got to think, right? Drew McIntyre came in at 21 years old, was deemed to be a future world champion, and he was a future world champion, but it still took him another decade to get there at least. Yeah, not a lot of wrestlers even start at 22. It is crazy. It is.
Murphy and Seth Rollins. Speaking of which, Seth Rollins will be in action later on tonight in the fallout from his WrestleMania bout with Kevin Owens. We'll hear from Owens.
How you doing there, Kevin Langoff? Welcome to the stream. He says, Conman, did I see the Eater of Worlds coming back, or do I see the Eater of Worlds coming back? I missed that Bray character, and I think it could be cool. No, not for quite some time. I wouldn't be surprised to see at some point later in Bray Wyatt's career him move away from this current Bray Wyatt character that he has back into the Eater of Worlds. I also wouldn't be surprised to find Bray Wyatt continue to evolve this character, that somehow it ends up evolving back into his cult-like persona, because like that whole circle theory that I think Who was it? It was C Wrestling UK.
Bianca Belair keeping her eyes on her husband.
Yeah, it was C Wrestling UK made that video, correct? It was the Circle Theory. Give me 2 seconds. I don't want to misspeak here. I think that's what it was. Yeah, right? Did he make that Circle Theory? I think he did. Yes, he did. So yeah, Bray Wyatt, that Circle Theory that he had. It was C Wrestling UK, and so that whole theory about how everything is a circle within Bray Wyatt, it would be interesting to see him evolve his career to the point where it somehow loops back, and all of a sudden we're like, oh, he just evolved his career to becoming once again this cult-like persona, and it could continue to go all the way around. I think that'd be unique. Oh, nice boot right there from Bianca Belair. Moonsault, count of 1, count of 2. Angel Garza pulling her off. And yeah, Montez Ford didn't like that one. Angel Garza with nowhere to go. Garza running. Oh, what a super kick there from Theory, but Dawkins runs Theory through. And now Dawkins hot in pursuit of Angel Garza. Garza just ran out of the arena. He's out of there. Zelina Vega. Oh. Vega in a lot of trouble. Face first goes Zelina. Bianca Belair pulls her back. Ready to go. The KOD. Good night, Vega. 1, 2, 3. She got the smoke. There you go. Yes, Angel Garza ran away from Angelo Dawkins, and Bianca Belair, Montez Ford, and Dawkins pick up the win here tonight as Bianca does her little hair flip right there in the center of the ring. The EST of WWE. That's my point. Why is WWE so scared to invest in younger talent? Give the young up-and-comers a chance to run with the ball, Vince. I understand why WWE is resilient to give the young guns some chance as well. Because what if WWE feeds one of their players, their main players, to somebody like that? Somebody who gets called up out of the blue, and those guys don't become successful, right? You want kind of an idea of what I mean by that? How big of a joke is it that Fandango beat Chris Jericho at WrestleMania? Think about it. So you got to be careful if you're going to be putting over talent everywhere, because if you put over talent all the time, younger talent, you end up like somebody like Dolph Ziggler, who can't get out of the mid-card, who's really, really respected, but their star power has been hurt too many times from putting other people over. Chris Jericho decided to put over Fandango. Now the record books say Fandango beat Chris Jericho at WrestleMania. That's a stain on Chris Jericho's career. It is. So it's a tough thing to say there, hey, just put this young talent over. The pieces have to fall into play, and the talent has to be ready to run with the ball. You can't just give the talent the win because you say, hey, you're cool, I like you. The talent has to be able to get over before they can run with the ball. If they don't get over, they end up hurting themselves even more. Somebody like Sheamus, who won the WWE Championship right out of the gate. Yeah, sure, Sheamus has had a long career, a long, successful career. But it could be argued that it hurt his career more than it helped it early on. Here's Bobby Lashley.
What are we doing and what are we talking
and
about?
Lana.
Nothing.
Oh.
What did you do to my husband?
Might be a little tension in the Lashley-Lana household. When you go toe-to-toe with Aleister Black, Bobby Lashley felt it at WrestleMania. So is the rest of the Raw roster. Arguably the most talented striker.
So Aleister Black is in action next. All right.
Is in action next on Monday Night Raw.
Sanguis says Chris Jericho has accomplished enough in WWE, WCW, and ECW. He could afford to lose to Fandango. Yes, he can, right? Absolutely, you're 100% correct. He can afford to lose to Fandango because he's Chris Jericho. But the fact of the matter is, the record still says Fandango beat Chris Jericho at WrestleMania. That's a thing that is a part of Chris Jericho's career. So what I am literally trying to say here is that, well, it's fun in games to say, hey, this young talent can beat this established talent and go on to become a big star. If they don't become a big star, if they don't become successful, it's a stain on that person's record who you're going to try to make money off of in the future because they knew how to get over with the fans and the other person couldn't get over with the fans. It's not as simple as just straight up gifting somebody the win. Sure, it might seem everything is pointing towards that direction of them winning. But if they're not ready, if somebody in the back, maybe it's not Vince McMahon, maybe it's a wrestler, maybe it's the boys, maybe whatever. If there is some reason for that win not happening at this point in their career, it's because they still have to learn a lot. When you're young, we don't hear about attitude issues. We don't hear about how you travel from place to place on the road. We don't hear how you are in the locker room. Sure, we sometimes hear when there's a toxic person in the locker room, like Enzo Amore, who gets annexed from the locker room, or like, say, The Miz early in his career. But we don't hear all the little things. We don't hear who's got mini drama with who. We don't hear which superstar sandbagged another superstar in the ring. We don't hear who stopped selling for this person today. We don't hear the tiny nuances of wrestling. We don't hear the storylines. We don't hear people trying to suggest storylines to other, and then that person saying, no, I'm doing it this way, right? That's kind of the issue with younger talent. Sometimes younger talent just doesn't get it at the time. And I heard a great quote from Chris Jericho. You can be the most talented superstar in the world, but until you get it, you don't get it, right? And it's tough to teach somebody how to get it. You just need those experiences. You need to compete in the ring. Chris Jericho also said you don't really start to get wrestling until you're in your 40s. Those are your prime years of wrestling, and it's hard to argue with Chris Jericho on that one, because you realize it's not about the flips. It's not about the big moves. It's not about the thumbtacks. It's not about the table spots. It's about making a connection with the audience. And if you can connect to that audience in some way, if you can make them invest in what you're doing, it doesn't matter what you're doing. Because every little thing you do, the fans will be on the edge of their seat. Now, there's also the question, can you get to that point in your career where the fans respect every little thing that you do without having those matches where you lay your body on the line? Like, it's almost a thing where you have to earn your respect. You have to be one of those wrestlers that has a long list of catalog of matches where you can say, that match was epic, that match was epic, that match was epic, that match was epic. And the fans become attached to those people based off those matches. It's like you have to earn your respect over the course of many, many years before fans are truly willing to accept you in a main event slot. I don't know. It's an interesting one, isn't it? But here comes Aleister Black. Jericho's bigger than he's been in years. No one brings up Fandango. How has he been hurt? Was the bubbly sales affected? Stop, please. Did you ignore my entire point? How did you look at that as me saying Jericho's career was affected from losing to Fandango? It wasn't. That wasn't the point I was saying. My point I literally made, my friend, was that Fandango's win over Jericho is a stain on Chris Jericho's career. He's had a great career. He's more popular than he's ever been. Bubbly, bubbly, bubbly this, bubbly that. He's making promos with a drone. He's doing great. He's my favorite wrestler of all time, all right? I'm not hating on Jericho. I'm just saying that for when you're trying to build up new superstars and you've got these young superstars, you got to be careful who you give the wins. Because if you start saying Matt Riddle beats Goldberg, this guy beats this person beats this person, all of a sudden, what if their careers don't take off? What if their careers don't go anywhere? What if they suck? What if fans turn on them? What if this? What if that, right? There's a bunch of what ifs. You got to make sure the timing is right before you give somebody a massive win. And I mean, Fandango is case in point. Fandango got a win in his debut match at WrestleMania because he was young, he had good looks, was athletic, and can jump off the top rope, and had a unique gimmick. That's why he won. Fandango floundered after that. He became a comedic person and a part of the Fashion Police. That's a guy who's got a win over Chris Jericho at WrestleMania. So you just see what I'm saying, right? That's my point there. It has absolutely nothing to do with how Jericho is perceived today. It's just on the entire career and the fact that people still make jokes about it. They can. They absolutely can. Josh Edwards, thanks for subscribing, my friend. Welcome to the channel. Oh. Okay. So there we go, Apollo Crews on Monday Night Raw officially, and he's going to be fed to Aleister Black. All right. I love how they were just trying to make a big deal of Apollo Crews, but Apollo Crews is literally going to be fed to Black here in a few moments. Smoked Out, how you doing, my friend? He says, hey, Con, what are your thoughts on some wrestlers giving the Edge and Orton match hate for the hanging spot and comparing it to Benoit's death? What? Some wrestling on some wrestlers giving the Edge and Orton match hate. Some wrestlers are actually giving that hate, comparing it to Chris Benoit. That is one of the most ridiculous takes I have heard by some wrestlers. I'm going to go ahead and say no, those wrestlers need to get over it, because that was, if wrestlers feel that way, my God, their anti-WWE is showing. They're bitter towards the main company out there is showing. That's for damn sure. That is that's a tough take by some wrestlers if some people actually have those feelings.
Hey Con, what are your thoughts on some wrestlers giving the Edge and Orton match hate for?
Oh, I know what spot you're talking about there, Kevin Langoff, but that was one of the dumbest takes. Not dumbest takes, but if that is a take from a wrestler, that is a dumb take from a wrestler. That's for damn sure. Okay, so thank you, my friend, for your $5 dono, but let's get Apollo Crews up here on the screen versus Aleister Black. Aleister Black.
That said, right now Aleister Black is maneuvering the body of Apollo Crews very well.
And is Black going to beat him very, very quickly? Or are they going to draw this match out? Because this has the possibility to be a really good match. By the way, ladies and gentlemen, if people are wondering why Apollo Crews is on Monday Night Raw, because there was some draft picks, if you guys remember, traded back in the day. And Apollo Crews, I guess, is going to be one of those draft picks. So Tom Phillips explained that those draft picks were expiring. Kick the Lemon Gaming, thank you for subscribing, my friend. Welcome to the channel. Yeah, this could be a good match if given time. Absolutely. Aleister Black.
If he finds a way to overcome Aleister Black.
Apollo. Let's just go with Crews. I don't know how to spell Apollo's name. I think I just messed that one up. Apollo Crews. It's A-P-O-L-L-O. There we go. A-P-O-L-L-O. Apollo Crews. There we are. All right.
Becky Lynch has ample reason to celebrate getting past Shayna Baszler, but I had a sneaky suspicion things were not going to be over between the man and the Queen of Spades, and we had that confirmed earlier on tonight. Apollo Crews going for the single leg takedown.
Okay. So you guys can head on over to twitter.com/Conman167.
Very aware of the tendency.
Bruce R says you missed the first part of the Bobby interview where he said he needs a new wife/manager before Lana came in. I didn't hear that, so thanks for filling me in there, buddy. Good to know.
Raptors Rewind on Sportsnet.
What?
This is our life's work. But when a recall happens, perfectly good food goes to waste. Now we've got a way around that.
Looks good. We're on target.
Blockchain on the IBM cloud helps pinpoint a problem anywhere, from farm to shelf.
Biden, Chetri, I don't know how to pronounce your last name there, my friend. Biden. Why don't I post on Instagram? Good question, my friend. I don't really have anything to post. I really don't. The majority of my life is spent in this room right here. And the other bit of my life is spent out that door, on the couch, or in bed. I don't leave this house a ton because my job is so time-consuming by the computer. So yeah, I don't really leave the house a ton, and as a result, I don't have a ton of photos to post over on Instagram. I would like to post some more stuff. I like sharing cool photos when I do take them, but yeah. Darren G says, Conman is in his bubble. You're damn right I'm in my little bubble right here. In the Conman bubble, if you will. It's safe in this bubble, okay? When I go outside, there's a freaking disease out there. Why would I leave this house? Who's my favorite wrestler right now? I know some people are going to all of a sudden roll their eyes and because he's at the top of the game right now, but my favorite wrestler in the WWE is Drew McIntyre. I've been rooting for this guy to become the WWE Champion since last year's Royal Rumble. I thought this guy is money. I've been watching him since he began his career as Drew Galloway on the independent scene. I love him. I think he is just a top-tier performer. I think he's got literally everything he needs to be what he needs. Sanguis M says, Conman only likes Drew because he's trendy. Honestly, my friend, you can say that if you want. That's the reason that I get a little sad saying right now that Drew McIntyre is my favorite performer in the WWE because I have been rooting for him for so damn long now. But yeah, he was my pick to win the Royal Rumble last year. He was my pick to go on to beat Brock Lesnar at WrestleMania last year. That didn't happen. I've been behind Drew McIntyre ever since. I've been high on Drew McIntyre, saying that when he got paired with Shane McMahon, it was at least something good for McIntyre to do, to be on screen as a heavy in a way, to build him up a little bit more. I was a fan of his pairing with Dolph Ziggler because it allowed him to break free afterwards, and it gave him some on-screen time as well. But yeah, I've been a big fan of Drew McIntyre literally since Drew Galloway won the WCPW World Championship, What Culture Pro Wrestling's championship there back in the day. He's so entertaining. You guys could say that I'm only liking him because he's trendy, but the fact of the matter is I've been behind Drew McIntyre literally since day one when he left WWE. I wasn't a fan of him when he was Drew McIntyre in 3MB, to be quite honest. I thought he was just kind of bland. He didn't interest me. Wasn't my guy. But when he became Drew Galloway, when he got the hair on his chest, when he went out to the independent scene and literally destroyed everyone and revitalized British wrestling, destroyed it everywhere that he went, yeah, I've got no problem there. No problem. Rooting for
the strategy we've seen in the early going by Apollo Crews, forcing Aleister Black to compete
rooting
in
for
a different
McIntyre.
style matchup, a more technically based matchup up until that point. Whoa! And this is the fun part about the Raw After WrestleMania, Byron, is you never know exactly who's going to show up. We got Bianca
Okay.
Belair coming to Raw earlier
Yeah.
on tonight. Apollo Crews making his presence felt right
Rubber Klitz says so in a Rubber Klitz, that's funny. He says so in a nutshell, once he got chest hair, you were into him. I mean, I guess that's one way to look at it. The other thing is that he put on about like probably 35-40 pounds of muscle, grew his hair out even more, wet his hair, became a badass in the ring, developed the Claymore kick. There's a lot of reasons why I became a fan of Drew Galloway when he left WWE. A lot of reasons. And if you guys actually want to check back to my NXT reaction when Drew McIntyre made his debut in NXT, you guys will see just how damn happy I was to see McIntyre back in the WWE. Been a big fan of him for a long time, and I'm right behind him here still. Super happy to see McIntyre win the WWE Championship.
social interactions. It was because of moments.
Muhammad Al-Kush says, I'm confused, Conman. What did that match have to do with Benoit? It was to do with the hanging spot that was there in the Edge versus Orton match where they used like the equipment to kind of hang Edge up. I don't know how people were taking that as a shot at Chris Benoit. It seems a little far-fetched to believe that that was even remotely supposed to be a shot at Benoit. It was more so just a choking spot in a last man standing match because, you know, it's vicious. Yeah, so it has nothing to do with a reference to Chris Benoit, that's for sure. Vazmi says, I thought Chris Jericho was your favorite. Yeah, Chris Jericho's my favorite of all time. Would I say Chris Jericho's my favorite active performer? No, not right now. Chris Jericho's entertaining as hell. I still love watching his stuff, but his matches don't captivate me to the point like they used to. I used to really love Chris Jericho and everything about. Oh my God, Cruz's leg just got snapped there, and then a kick right to the chest. But yeah, no, I still love Chris Jericho. In terms of active performers, I would say he's still top 5 for me. I still sing along to his song every time he comes on out to the ring. You know, what have I become now that I'm betrayed? Everyone I've ever loved, I pushed them all away. You know, that song? I still love me some Jericho, but currently my favorite active performer would have to be Drew McIntyre, and he has been for a little bit. Ricochet was in there for a while. I will say I got caught up in the hype train with Ricochet and seeing that type of athleticism in the WWE. Nice moonsault there from Apollo Crews as he connects on Aleister Black. I did get caught up in that hype for a bit there. I was saying Ricochet was one of my favorite active performers. McIntyre was up there. Obviously, Dolph Ziggler. I still love me some Dolph. Dolph Ziggler's like my second favorite performer of all time. This guy is amazing in terms of his whole career. Colton, yeah, that's absolutely fair to say. You're saying there, be honest with me, if Dolph would have won the title, you would have marked out more than you did for Drew. Absolutely, yeah. There's a difference between your favorite active performer and your favorite, one of your favorite performers of all time, right? They're two very different things, because favorite performer over the course of their whole career allows you to see more than just a few months of hot build, right? Not every superstar is going to be hot at the same time. Not every superstar is going to be cold at the same time. So if you look at their entire career, you can assess who your favorite performers really are. And for me, Chris Jericho, number 1, Dolph Ziggler, number 2, HBK, number 3. And then I'd have to do some thinking after that a little bit more. But yeah, I would have marked out big time if Dolph Ziggler won the title. Abso-freaking-lutely. If Dolph Ziggler was in the position to win the WWE Championship at WrestleMania, and he did, hell yeah, I would have marked out. But also at the same time, Dolph Ziggler would have then become my favorite active performer because of the push he would have got to get to the WWE title, right? So there's a bit of a trade-off by saying, would I have marked out more for Dolph Ziggler? Yes. Was it his time? No. Is it past his time? Probably. Was it Drew McIntyre's time? Absolutely. Let's get to this dono right here from Straight to Slade. How you doing, my friend? He says, what's up, Con? Mania was great. New boss for the first time ever. Is that correct? Let me check there, buddy. Let's check this out right here. Let's see if you are, in fact, a new boss. So roll this $10 dono.
You're not just getting a great cup. You're helping support farmers and their communities. Bring home McCafe 100% ethically sourced coffee.
Behold the king.
The king of kings.
On your knees, dog. Absolutely. Yes, it absolutely did there, Kyle Cruz, it absolutely did. Seth Rollins' arrogance on Twitter, even though he was defending his company, it definitely turned me off the hype train on Seth Rollins there, because for also a little bit, I was behind Seth Rollins, right? I think all of us were.
Mania was great. New boss for the first ever time.
Oh yeah, but there we go, ladies and gentlemen. We've got ourselves a new boss. His name is Straight to Slade. Thank you very much, my friend. Great to see you up in here. Boom.
I'm okay.
Bob's Burgers, Sundays, 9/8 Central on City TV.
This program
Have I ever been a Roman fan? Yeah, like, honestly, guys, I like Roman Reigns. I've never really hid that. Yeah, I like Roman Reigns. I think Roman Reigns gets a really bad rap, but also at the same time, I think Roman Reigns is too natural of being a heel, at least in his current kind of persona. He's too natural of a heel to be a babyface, but he's too liked backstage to be a heel, right? He's their locker room leader. So I've always liked Roman Reigns. Even when all of you guys were hating on Roman before the leukemia and everything like that, I've always been supportive of Roman Reigns. I've always said that, you know, Roman is good. He gets a bad rep. The guy does things correctly, and fans just turn on him because he's the hand-picked person, right? I've always thought Roman Reigns is very good. I still, to this day, say he has the best late kickouts in the entire game of wrestling. There is nobody who gets their shoulder up any quicker than Roman Reigns does in big-time matches. There's also nobody that can make finishing moves feel as big of a deal like Roman Reigns does currently in the WWE, other than Brock Lesnar. Brock Lesnar's F5 feels like a giant deal, right? But as they start to use it more and more with more people kicking out, it's not going to be as big of a deal. But yeah, Roman Reigns, I quite enjoy. Oh my God! Did the ankle just snap of Apollo Crews? I think Apollo Crews' ankle just snapped. Oh my God, it didn't. What the hell happened there? I'm gonna have to rewind that one. Apollo's still standing on his feet. What a twisting power bomb! It's over. 2 black kicks out of that one. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, I am going to refresh this. Okay. Alright, that was weird. That's an easy block. Cool. Okay, so Apollo Crews, folks, we're going to rewind this here about 30 seconds. I want to show you what I saw here because I thought Apollo Crews' leg, ankle just snapped. Okay. Let's see. Here we go. Watch that ankle. Oh, do you see that? Okay, watch that ankle right there. We're going to go back again. One more time. So watch as Apollo Crews stands up. Look at the outside ankle. That one right there. Oh, I thought it snapped. That ankle is still twisted right there at that moment. It's not looking pretty for Apollo Crews. We're going to fast forward all the way to the end here. Apollo Crews is gone up to the top rope at this point. Apollo, oh, he flies, but Black moves out of the way.
Able to avoid the splash, but remember the damage that's been done to Black. Black's got to recover quickly.
Aleister Black. What the hell is this? Oh, he's got it. Oh my God. He's got the heel hook locked in right now. Heel hook locked in deep on Apollo Crews to that injured ankle. The injured ankle of Apollo Crews. He's got no choice but to tap out here. Center of the ring. Crews. Ghostface says, I'm going to say this without angering anyone, and I'm just saying this in the nicest way, but if he didn't announce that he had leukemia, Reigns would still be hated to this day. My friend, I hate to break the news to you, but Roman Reigns is still hated to this day, just not as much because he's earned respect from the fans. Yes, the leukemia thing definitely has something to affect on that, but the fact of the matter is Roman Reigns has just earned the respect more of fans. He's not pushed to the top of the card all the time. That year being away from the title really helped him out. There's a lot more to go on with it than just the fact that he had leukemia and he came back, right? Yeah, that earned respect from the fans. But Roman Reigns put the work in. He was in a feud with Baron Corbin for 6 freaking months. Right? He's tried to earn his oh my God. Crews really having trouble standing here. I'm not sure if he's going to be able to get back up. Look at the ankles of Crews. He's really struggling to get up to his feet.
Black's in a bad way too. You've seen this look many times, Tom.
Lifting him up now. Apollo Crews. Oh, ducks under the black mask. Step up enziguri kick. Black kicks the leg out again. Enziguri again from Crews. And Black sent to the outside of the ring. Man, Apollo Crews hanging in here with Aleister Black tonight. Crews really selling the ankle.
He gave her hope.
Nash is just amazing.
He is a Hall of Famer.
The world of sport has never seen the likes of Maria.
It was the first time I heard Bob. I wasn't thinking that I could play.
Dark Ops says, well, Conman will love Roman if he goes to AEW. Dark Ops, I think I'm going to have to remove you from the stream chat here because you seem to be taking every single thing that is said and spinning it in your own little direction, my friend. I literally said I love Roman Reigns. I like Roman Reigns, and I always have liked Roman Reigns. I even liked Roman Reigns before people liked Roman Reigns. I even liked Roman Reigns before he came back from leukemia. I like Roman Reigns. You don't seem to understand, you don't seem to comprehend what is said, and then you spin things here in a negative way where it gets people upset at you in the chat. You cause some drama in the chat, and then as a result, people don't want to even talk to you in the chat. So, my friend, I think we're going to do ourselves a favor, and we're going to do the rest of the stream chat a favor. We're going to remove you here for good. So, my friend, I'm just going to say bye-bye to the Dark Ops, because I don't want to really talk to you anymore, my friend. Don't really. You can still watch the stream. You can still watch the stream, my friend, if you wish to, but your time in chatting along in the chat is done. So, Apollo Crews, potential push for Apollo? Maybe, most likely not. But I will say this much. Apollo Crews does have the ability to get a Buddy Murphy-like treatment here on Monday Night Raw. He might lose some matches in a row to Aleister Black if they put on great matches after great matches, and then Apollo Crews gets his opportunity elsewhere in the card, right? Jordan Williams says, I bet loads of people will disagree with me, but sometime in the future I'd love to see Drew versus EC3 for the WWE title. Honestly, yeah. Maybe not right away. They would have to do some big-time building to get EC3 to be taken seriously once again. But EC3 is a main roster player. EC3 is he's a good talent. Incredibly good-looking for a WWE superstar, right? Like, he's got the looks that you need in order to be successful. You've got the mic skills on EC3. He's got a cool entrance where he points to the Titantron and goes, EC3. He's got a gimmick. He's got a dope-ass theme song. I'm in the top 1%, right? So, honestly, yeah, if they built him up right, I would love to see Drew McIntyre versus EC3. I think it would be great. It'd be very fun.
And PD, what were you doing there? The prince are at his house. I said I would handle it. Chicago Med, fire.
First of all, Famkin family, I'm gonna call you out here because no way that you should ever wish something like that on someone. He says this chat is full of bullies. They deserve to have COVID. And the fact of the matter that you don't seem to understand what is wrong by saying some other people are bullies. I wish COVID on them. Do you not see something wrong with that? I'm not going to go ahead and say this chat is filled with bullies. I'm going to go ahead and say this chat is filled with people who don't have time for your shit. Don't wish COVID-19 on other people. Don't just be a jerk.
But tonight here on USA, what a battle it has been on Monday Night Raw between Apollo Crews and Aleister Black,
who said that? Somebody with no brain. That's for sure. Aleister Black up to the top rope. Ooh, goes for a double stomp. Misses that one. Kick of the legs right there.
That damage to the left knee has slowed down Apollo Crews. Just enough for Aleister Black.
Aleister Black, though, now. Gonna go off the ropes. Moonsault attempt. Takes down Apollo Crews. Into the cover. Count of one. Count of two. Kick out by Crews. But yeah, I actually kind of like the fact that WWE, we're at 9:35 here tonight, and we haven't had a ton of matches. We had Asuka defeating Liv Morgan. We had the, what was it? Street Profits and Bianca Belair defeating Angel Garza. Austin Theory and Zelina Vega. And now we've got ourselves Aleister Black. I'm going to go ahead and say he's going to defeat Apollo Crews, but I could be wrong on this one. There we go. Yeah, I am A-okay with this match lasting a long time. Like I said, WWE is going to try to drag their segments out as long as possible so that they don't have to have as many people featured on the show, right? That's the reason why Apollo Crews is getting a good time here tonight.
Monday Night Raw, we learned earlier tonight. Now Crews, can he take an all-important victory away from Aleister Black? Middle rope, Apollo Crews thinking superplex. Superplex connects, and down go both Crews and Aleister Black. Crews, can he capitalize?
Into the cover, count of 1, count of 2. Black just gets his shoulder up. Wow. Hey, D9 Plays, welcome to the live stream. It's great to have you up in here. Really is.
Maybe announce a competitive frustration from Apollo Crews, which he can ill afford to have. You got a bad leg.
We got ourselves a $5 dono up in here from AsimCon. Thank you, my friend. He says, Conman, imagine if Brock wins Money in the Bank 2020. Hope not. If I were to choose a winner, it would be either KO or Aleister. Yeah, I hope Brock Lesnar doesn't win the Money in the Bank 2020. That would be ridiculous if they give it to Brock Lesnar here again this year. Oh, big power bomb there from Crews to the cover. Count of 2, kick out by Aleister Black.
Sometimes there is no substitute for pure power.
At Conman167, imagine if Brock wins MITB 2020. Hope not. If I were to choose a winner, it would either be KO or Aleister.
Thanks for letting me know there, Ghostface. I'll keep an eye on it, okay, my friend? Thanks for letting me know, my friend. Martin Martinez, you know what, my friend? I do apologize if I come across as a little boring here tonight. I am tired after WrestleMania weekend. My voice is definitely exhausted at this point. It's sore. It's on the sore side. There's been a lot of screaming this weekend. But Apollo Crews, another, wow, beautiful shooting star press there. Lands on Aleister Black into the cover, count of 1, count of 2, kick out by Black. But yeah, if I am a little boring here tonight, I do apologize. I didn't say it's boring. I said I'm boring here tonight. I'm definitely a little more on the last, or not the last, the less entertaining side here tonight. It's been a long weekend, you know. It has been. Well, that's okay, everyone. Let's continue chatting on right here because Black is going to go up to the top. Nice kick right to the side of the head of Apollo Crews.
Was a little slow on the ascent, and Aleister Black able to catch him.
How's my day? It's been good. It's been good.
The damage to the knee is what Aleister Black caused.
Do I think the Shield is the best triple team in WWE of all time? The Shield?
Great counter by Crews from the middle.
Oh, what a step up knee from Black. Hang on.
How gingerly Apollo Crews had to maneuver himself.
No way. Black now looking to lift Apollo Crews up to his feet. Crews is in trouble. Turned around. Crews. Crews tries to turn him into a powerbomb. Can't do it. Roll through. Count of 2. Kick out by Apollo Crews. Ducks underneath. Black Mass. 2. It's over. There you go. Aleister Black with a well-fought win over Apollo Crews. Very entertaining match. That was great. Brian W. says, have there been any call-ups? Technically, yes. Bianca Belair did get called up earlier tonight. She said that she goes here now, so she confirmed that she is going to be a part of Monday Night Raw. I gotta ask you guys, though, is Apollo Crews going to have an injury after that? That twisted ankle that I saw did not look good. It looked like he really hurt himself.
WWE resume. After defeating Bobby Lashley at WrestleMania, Aleister Black endures a grueling
Saying is, I don't think anybody is saying that you're trolling. If they are, then just try not to ignore them. Trust me, I don't mind honest feedback if it's done in the right way, right? I'm not going to get mad at people for wanting to just chat with me about things, and if they have some opinions on how I act personally, that is A-okay. You're allowed to have those opinions. It's when people present it as, hey, you suck major donkey balls. And I'm like, okay, yeah, you're not a person that I want to chat with. You're not a person I want to have a conversation with, right? But if you're going to present it as a fact that say, hey, man, I like your videos. I enjoy watching you. You know, I think you do an okay job at what you do. I think you could do this better, or I think that this part could be improved on, or I think that sometimes you do come across a little boring. Maybe try entertaining. Maybe try working on that, right? That, to me, that is great. I love honest feedback, honest to God, good feedback that is presented in a positive light. If you're going to be a person who just wants to tear people down and just criticize everything that they do, I generally don't have any time to speak to you and generally don't want to speak to those people, right? It's not to sit here and say that just because I'm online means that I don't have to speak to people that I don't want to speak to, but generally speaking, those same people that want to tear you down continue to tear you down week in and week out, come back to the streams and just want to criticize everything that you do. So if that is the case with people, normally I will say, okay, it's enough. I'm done talking to you, right? I'm going to remove you from the stream chat because you're not a person that is making my time doing this any more enjoyable, and you're actually harming the people around you and ruining and taking over the stream chat in a way. Like, toxic people have a way of really making themselves be seen in the stream chat. They like to chat a lot. They like to present their name a lot. And the reason that they are that toxic is because they believe that if they can get a reaction out of somebody, that it's good. They did their job. It was their form of entertainment. To those people who do fish and troll stream chats trying to get a reaction out of streamers, I gotta say, good job, guys. Good job on wasting your life. But hey, whatever wakes you up in the middle of the night to flip through a stream, you know, whatever that driving force is behind you, I gotta say, you'll get through it. You'll get better. You'll get through whatever issues it is that you're dealing with, right? To have to go online and try to take down someone who is having fun, who is talking to people that he likes, that get along with him, that interact well together, to try to tear that apart from people, to try to just take people down because you don't like the fact that he's not showing the show that you wanted to see on YouTube, that says more about you than anything it could say about me, right? No matter what you put in that stream chat, it says more about you than it says about me. If you're a honest, good person in the stream chat, it comes across that way. If you can present constructive criticism in a good way, people will be more likely to take your word as constructive criticism.
Coming up next here on Monday Night Raw, it's a team we've gotten a look at over the last few weeks. One of the thrilling new tag teams as a part of the Raw roster.
Yo! Uh-oh! Ladies and gentlemen, Conman calls it again. Ladies and gentlemen, Cedric Alexander and Ricochet are going to be a tag team. Conman calls it again. They were losing for a reason. They were losing for a reason. I told you after WrestleMania, look for a push from Ricochet. Look for a push for him. He was losing for a reason, and everyone called me stupid. Everyone called me idiotic for thinking that they were going to push Ricochet. There's your reason right there. Ricochet being rebuilt in a tag team with Cedric Alexander, another superstar who has fell to the mid-card, fell out of favor. There you go. Conman calls it again. There you go. That's just, yep. I knew that I knew he was losing for a reason. Knew he was.
Number one contender for the NXT Women's Championship. NXT, this Wednesday at 7 Central, only on USA.
Hey, it's Ron. Hope you're well. We're staying home, we're staying safe, and we're finding new ways to get together. Join me on sportsnet.ca, Facebook, and YouTube as I share conversations with some of the most interesting Canadians about how they're dealing with the current situation. It's like life and sports.
Sorry, everyone, just reading through, but yeah.
Opportunity. Canadians are pulling together, so let's chat about what means most to us right now.
She's doing much better. Thank you so much for asking there, Matt Handy. Thank you so much. She's doing much better.
Every day now, all of us are learning to live without the things we once took for granted.
Our truth, it's a good question. I think it has to go with the fact that I said I think Drew McIntyre... I think it was something like the fact that I started enjoying Drew McIntyre's work when he got Chester. I think that's literally how it came across. The fact that once he grew chest hair and started being presented as a badass, I started enjoying his character, the Drew Galloway type character, right? I think that's kind of where it comes from. And also some people right here in the chat are just, they're being different today. I mean, let's sit here and say this much, ladies and gentlemen. We've got a lot more people who are bored at home, right? A lot more people who have nothing to do, nothing better to do with their time. So they sit here or they troll online for reactions. That's what they do, right?
And we'll keep trying to find ways to help.
It is what it is. We got a few donos right here to get to. So thank you very much. First up, we got ourselves a $35 dono from Kevin Langoff. Thank you, my friend. I appreciate it. The Kevin bomb right there. A good old boss bomb. You know what? We're going to have to start calling it a boss bomb right there for Kevin because I think he's the only one who drops the 35 bomb right there. But he says, really interested in Sasha and Bray's storylines going forward. Bray said he built the Funhouse because of the voices. Does he still have the voices after last night? Sasha's got something planned. Yeah, I'm actually, you know what? I think it's safe to say the Sasha Banks Bayley storyline right now is one of the most interesting storylines in all of WWE. All right. But what? Oh my? Could it be? It is! It's boss time! Had a dream, I had it made it. And a bang, 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 bang. Cause I'm gone, push them all out the way. Yeah. Now ain't nobody gonna take it. Cause I'm bow, 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 bow.
Really interested in Sasha and Bray's storylines going forward. Bray said he built the Funhouse because of the voices. Does he still have voices after last night? Sasha got something planned.
And now we got ourselves a $2 dono from the man who is always right, Charles Wright. The man who is always right, Charles Wright. The man who is always right. There we go. Thanks for your $2 dono, my friend. I do appreciate it.
It may contain themes that are not suitable for everyone. Viewer discretion is advised.
He did rock it last night. Absolutely. I won't let go. But here's Cedric Alexander. Great to see him back here on TV. Like I was literally saying right before WrestleMania, I think it was after the Ricochet loss to Riddick Moss. When Ricochet lost to Riddick Moss, I said, guys, look for Ricochet to be pushed after WrestleMania. This is a loss for a reason. This is a loss to rebuild him, a redemption story arc. Now, all of a sudden, we're seeing the redemption story arc for not just Ricochet, but also Cedric Alexander in the tag team division. And this is going to be an incredibly fun tag team to watch here. I'm down with this one. Hey, Ricochet's got himself a nice little beard here. No, he doesn't. He shaved it. I lied. Oh, wow. So Cedric and Ricochet are here. But welcome everybody to the live stream. Once again, my name is Conman167. It's great to have each and every one of you. Make sure you smack a like on this video if you're enjoying the show. Also making sure you are subscribed to the channel. But let's get... Yeah! Oni Lorcan and Danny Burch. We're going to get ourselves Cedric Alexander and Ricochet versus Oni Lorcan and Danny Burch. This is going to be a good match. All right, ladies and gentlemen. So head on over to twitter.com/Conman167 and let me know who you guys think is going to win this one. I love me some Danny Burch and Oney Lorcan. Every time they step foot in the ring, they are literally the embodiment of a jobber tag team. They are hard-hitting, fun to watch, somewhat charismatic, but also plain enough to not care if they lose. I love them as an enhancement tag team. I love them. I think they're great as an enhancement tag team. So who will win is the question. Hashtag Raw. So you got Cedric and Ricochet, or you've got yourself Oney and Danny. There you guys go. Twitter.com/Conman167.
They know what it tastes like to have gold around your waist. And when you get that taste, it makes you hungrier for more. And a big chop by Danny Burch now.
Austin James, how you doing? He's asking me, I know everything has been taped since the COVID became a pandemic, but I was wondering when the post-Mania matches were taped, because I was wondering if Florida made it where they can only go to the PC and back. I don't know exactly where or when this match was filmed. Would I be surprised to hear WWE is just having matches be filmed here and there and just say, if you can make it to the Performance Center, we're going to record your match? I don't know. I don't know, because it certainly seems that Danny Burch and Oney Lorcan being in the Performance Center, just being called like that to come up to the main roster like that for a night. Yeah,
even in defeat, he learned that he needs to be a little more aggressive with what he wants inside the ring.
I don't know. I don't know where it was taped or when it was taped, but it was probably shortly right after WrestleMania. I'm just going to assume. Wayne Montgomery says taping for Raw was before Mania. Well, never mind there, my friend. It was before WrestleMania. So what we are going to see here tonight actually is taking place before the show of shows, which is kind of cool to say. The fact that these guys didn't actually wrestle WrestleMania yet, but into a beautiful Hurricanrana count of two. Oh, saved by Burch. Wow, that was aggressive. Lands on his feet, does Ricochet. Ricochet, sidestep Danny Burch to the outside of the ring.
They could completely destroy any momentum that Ricochet and Cedric Alexander trying to build. Drop kick to Burch, going for a half and half suplex. Ricochet landed on his feet. Tag made by Cedric Alexander.
Oh, what an enziguri combo. Now Cedric lifts him up, plants him down in the mat, and a standing shooting star from Ricochet. And now Cedric Alexander, what are you going to do, my man? Tag has been made. Cedric. Oh, what an enziguri. Ricochet now lifts him up. Look at the combo. Suicide dive from Cedric takes him down. And a Pele kick delivered from Ricochet. Cover 2. It's over. Ricochet with a new finisher move, potentially. Yeah. Told you guys. It is going to be a start of a push for Ricochet and Cedric Alexander.
Ricochet catching Oney Lorcan. Look at the incredible heights here to take Lorcan out. And then this great double team work by Alexander and Ricochet.
And whoever that was, Herman Ford, thanks for subscribing, my friend. Welcome to the channel.
Here on Raw. How do you keep up with this team? That is the mark of a great tag team. Always knowing where your partner is at all times. That's what we saw here from Ricochet and Cedric Alexander. Into the recoil, into a win for this team of Ricochet and Alexander that I cannot wait to see more of here on Raw.
You know, Clyde, thanks for subscribing, my friend. Welcome to the channel. I like it. The little fist bump there while they're standing up on the ropes as well. Guys, this looks like a tag team. It looks like a tag team. They look like they've got potential. Yeah, I think that could be really entertaining. There you go. Exactly. Just good advice there, Johnny Burns. Rare to say that. Reed Star, thank you for subscribing, my friend. Welcome to the channel. But now, everyone, it is that time of day where I need to kindly remind you to get your fingers working it a little bit more. If you have not pressed that like button, you might as well take the time right now to smack that like button. But don't smack it too hard to the point where you hurt your finger, okay? Because I'm going to need those fingers to like more videos in the future. So don't break your finger, alright? But smack the like button and just like this video and support this channel. If you guys are also really enjoying the show, you can always drop a subscription. And if your subscriptions are turned on to public, you can see your name pop up on the top left-hand side of the screen. You get a nice little shout-out from Conman. Everybody here on the stream chat sees that you have joined the Conman community, and it's a nice little welcome and introduction to the channel for you. So if you guys wish to subscribe, make sure you consider doing so. Also turning on all your notifications, because we know YouTube isn't perfect, and sometimes they forget to send out the notifications to people who are subscribed. So if you have those bells checked right there, you guys get all the notifications for my videos and you never miss another live stream. If you guys maybe aren't a fan of the live streams here and you're maybe thinking, I don't want to sit here for 3 hours on end to watch you scream and yell about minor little things that happen in wrestling. Well, my advice to you is then to subscribe to my second channel, Conman Reacts. Right there we upload all of the clips from these live streams. So if I happen to have a cool reaction to something, that's where it's going. Diego Toledo, thanks for subscribing. That's where it's going. It's going to go on over to the Conman Reacts channel. So if you guys wish to subscribe to Conman Reacts to keep up to date with all of my clips, make sure you do so. The link is down in the description below. And the last couple things that I'm going to go ahead and plug right here is we have a Discord that is super active these days, and we want you to join. So ladies and gentlemen, please consider joining the Conman Discord. It is available down in the description below. Just click on that link and it will let you join right away. It's a live chat room just like this one with many, many, many things that you can click on. I believe we even have the ability to listen to music, so you can have music parties in there. We've got ourselves cool little chat rooms. There's so many things to do over in the Discord. I highly recommend you guys join, but it's also the place to keep up to date with everything regarding the Conman universe. Last thing that I gotta plug right here, ladies and gentlemen, is my Twitter, and you guys know that I'm highly, highly active over on Twitter. Sometimes it takes up a little bit too much of my time, if I'm going to be honest here, but I do wish that you will follow me over on Twitter, so make sure you do so at Conman167. That way you can vote in the polls that I have here on the streams. You can see my tweets, my random takes on wrestling, all those things. Once again, available over on twitter.com/ or at Conman167. There we go. All right. Anonymous, thanks for subscribing. And Sanguis, I actually want to hear why it is that you would regret it if you joined the Discord. What is that you regretted? Let me hear you, my friend. Gavin Taylor asking me, how are you liking Raw? It's been fine. It's not overly great, but it's been fine. It's been fine.
A touching reunion.
Rated teen.
Good thing I called off my bet with Conman. I know, right? I was a little sad that you called off your bet, but yeah. Yeah, good to hear there, Roger Dodger. I appreciate the follow, my friend. I really do. We're going to roll a couple ads right here as we're waiting for Raw to get back.
This program is aggressive in nature. It may contain themes that are not suitable for everyone. Viewer discretion is advised.
Justin Powell says, are they postponing the Hall of Fame ceremony? Yeah, it's been postponed. I believe they're going to postpone it all the way till, like, SummerSlam. I don't know for sure, though.
Forged by desire.
It's almost 10 o'clock. We got 1 hour left here in the show.
Inspired by millions.
Colton says, I never run ads. Yeah, that's because I really don't get a ton of ads here on the channel to begin with. Most people don't see them. For whatever reason, this channel just doesn't get a lot of ad revenue, which, you know what, I'm okay with because we have a great fan base here. I would love it if someday this channel could be self-sufficient through ad revenue, right? I really wish it could, but unfortunately, wrestling content just doesn't get monetized the way that other content does. Jacob Rowell, thanks for subscribing. It could be simply because the fan base isn't as large as as some people want it to be. It could also be that advertisers don't spend their money on wrestling because it can be viewed as controversial slash aggressive. You know, there's just a bunch of things why advertisers don't advertise as much over wrestling videos. As opposed to, say, Minecraft. If you're a Minecraft channel, you rake in those ad revenue. You guys want proof right there? I mean, those videos that I still have up on my channel that are Minecraft related, I think I've got this one video. It's like how to craft prismarine blocks in Minecraft, something like that. I still see 30 cents, 40 cents, 50 cents off of like 10 views or 20 views, stuff like that. I'm just like, how is it making that much money off of a video that was released like 3 years, 4 years ago? Yeah, it is. So Minecraft content, they make those bucks. Ray Rose says, your Minecraft videos were okay. Well, thank you. I appreciate that. I was definitely young when I made them. I think honestly, guys, honestly, I think I would still kill it as a Minecraft content creator. I think I would have so much, like, fun with the ideas I would come up with. I would have so much fun, but I just don't have the time, unfortunately. Minecraft takes a lot of time to be a content creator, because you got to create a bunch of things, you got to think about things to make, you got to do a bunch of planning, you got to do a ton of things as a Minecraft content creator, right? But I just don't have the time to do that anymore. But I still think I would kill it as an MC content creator. I really do think I would kill it. Conman167, I appreciate the subscription. Welcome to the channel.
Where Kevin Owens going? Kevin Owens is on top of the WrestleMania sign. Assist for WrestleMania.
AK47 Gamer says, isn't my message coming on your screen? It came on the screen there, my friend. I saw it pass by. Beautiful. But yeah, let's ask you guys so far. We're 2 hours into the show right now. Thumbs up or thumbs down on the show so far? Thumbs up. Thumbs up. It's been somewhat enjoyable. Here's Kevin Owens.
For the last 5 months, my career was hell. Hell. Ever since Seth and I started this thing back in November, all I wanted for 5 months was to get him in a ring one-on-one, and instead what I got was multiple attacks by 2, 3, 4 guys at a time. I was beaten down and nearly broken so many times that it got to the point where I asked myself, is it worth it? You know? But then at WrestleMania, when I jumped off that sign and crashed through the table onto Seth and got him back in the ring and hit him with that stunner, and then I heard the ref make the 3 count, I got my answer. Yes.
Thanks for subscribing.
It was all worth it to finally have a WrestleMania moment that I can be proud of. But now that that's done, it's time for me to refocus and move on to bigger and better things. But what is that? Right? I used to call myself a prize fighter. Maybe it's time for me to go back to that. Or maybe there's more people in WWE like Seth who deserve a stunner or 2. The point is, no matter what I do from here on out, the message and the mentality remain the same. I am here to stay, and I will just keep fighting, because this is the Kevin Owens Show.
Yeah.
After a gratifying victory at WrestleMania, it looks like KO.
Great promo there. Great promo. But now it's time to burn it down. And Seth Rollins, the Monday Night Messiah, is here, but he doesn't look happy. Oh, no. You know what? That might be one of my favorite comments I have ever seen right now. This is great. King of Fate and Kings. Dude, well said. He says, all I see is hate. 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 At times like these, hate is something we can't have. People are dying, and you are worrying about hating on people. Just stop. That couldn't have been better said there, my friend. Really, yeah, right now there's no need to have bitter hatred towards each other. We're all in this together. We're all stuck inside. And some people are going through much worse times than we are, right? Some people, when you think about this, not trying to turn the conversation towards the COVID-19 pandemic, but just to quickly address it. If you're healthy, I'm healthy, you're healthy, your family is healthy, count your lucky blessings that you're not one of the many individuals on this planet who have caught this damn virus, and be thankful that you're not having to sit there, worry about your family being held in a hospital and you can't go to visit them, right? I know that there's probably some people here in the chat that are dealing with that firsthand, and my thoughts and prayers go out to you or your family members, regardless, whoever it is that has caught it. But yeah, that's great way right there to say, my friend. Well said, King of Fate and Kings. All right, so it's going to be Seth Rollins who is mad here now, and he is going up against a jobber. So let's get Sethy Poo up on the screen. Seth Rollins versus the jobber.
Rollins all by himself, no Murphy, no AOP.
Yeah, nobody next to Seth Rollins right now. No AOP, no Murphy. He's out here by himself. Well, Conman, you hated Dark Ops and banned him though. I don't hate Dark Ops. I just didn't want to talk to the man anymore because he was being toxic in the chat, and he was straight up causing a lot of people to not enjoy the stream, right? So it's not about hatred. Like, if I ban you, chances are I don't hate you. To be quite honest, guys, you're just a name on a screen to me sometimes, right? Especially the people that get banned in here. They mean nothing to me, right? The people that get banned really don't mean much to me. Oh my god, here comes Seth Rollins, a nice little curb stomp. Does it mean that I'm going to be rude to them? No, it doesn't. But it just means that I don't need to interact with them anymore. Monday Night Raw is won here tonight by the Monday Night Messiah. Seth Rollins was focused as can be.
Let's clear that loss at WrestleMania did something to Seth Rollins, Tom. There was plenty of anger and rage behind this stomp to Seth Rollins' opponent here tonight. This is a new Monday Night Messiah.
Wait a second, Steve. They put him in a singlet that says coronavirus? No way they did that. Did that happen? Was that what that guy was wearing?
Who gets in the way of his vision for the future of Monday Night Raw will be eradicated. What will be the fallout from Seth Rollins' WrestleMania failure?
All right. So Rollins is here, and he has left.
We saw a new version of Seth.
Oh, what?
Check this out. She's back.
No way. One of the more unsafe workers in WWE history is back. Ladies and gentlemen, Nia Jax returns. Okay, so the face breaker is here. She's coming back next. All right, here comes the Botch Master. The Botch the Botch Master is back. Phantom Family says, oh, I need to shut up and not practice my freedom. I might be banned too. My friends, I think people tend to forget this. You are absolutely allowed to say whatever the hell you want. If people react poorly to what you say, that is what it is, right? People are allowed to react to whatever it is that you say. If you say something negative and people respond negatively to your negative take, people are allowed to respond that way. You are absolutely to say what, if you wish to say something, go right ahead. You can say it. But you also have to realize that if you are speaking in the chat and you do happen to say something that maybe steps over a line or happens to upset some people or happens to dominate the conversation for a while and it's just seen as toxic, you have to understand, just as much as you have the right to say whatever you want, I have the right to ban you from the stream chat, right? If it's not working, if what you're saying, how you're interacting with the people is not working, I have every right to remove you from the stream chat, just as you have every right to say whatever it is you wish to say. Just because you choose to be negative or you choose to say something in a poor light or you choose to shed some light on something that in a negative way, does not mean people have to respond positively to it. People absolutely can respond negatively, but it doesn't take away your right to say whatever you want to say. Just means that you can't say it all the time here in a stream chat if that person chooses to remove you from their stream chat. It's no different than literally interacting with somebody once on the street. Picture it this way. If a person on the street, the first thing that you ever heard them say is, "You suck major donkey dick," chances are you're probably not going to interact with that person much more in the future. If they keep coming around, right? If they just keep coming around and keep saying, "You suck more donkey dick," well then I'm going to say, I'm going to go away. You have a good life, my friend. Bye. Right? And that is kind of the essential idea behind banning someone in a stream chat. It's not saying you can't say what it is you're saying. It's just saying I don't want to hear it in my stream chat here, so I'm going to move on from you. Right? That's all. Jacob Toon, how you doing, my friend? Thanks for the $2. He says, did I join at the wrong time? No, you didn't, my friend. Anytime Jacob Toon joins, it's a great time. We're having a great time, though, here tonight. Good, I would sure hope you don't hate me. It would be actually, it'd be interesting if somebody really truly hates me based off of a online video talking about wrestling, right? That would actually be interesting. I think some people probably hate me. I think some people probably hold too much built-up aggression towards other people and take it out on a streamer, right? Jacob Toon, how you doing, my friend? He says that Cruz Black match, though, was great, wasn't it, Jacob? It really was great. Thanks for the $2 dono, buddy. Exactly there, Steve Taylor. Exactly. And it just, sometimes, it just grows tired. You know, people just grow tired of it sometimes. That's all it is. Want to give a nice little shout out to Sirius over on Twitter. Thank you, my friend, for following me. I do appreciate it. Welcome to the channel. Oh, here she is, the Botch Master, the irresistible botcher. Nia Botch is back. Oh, you know what? Just gotta say this right here. I know I make fun of Nia Jax botches all the time. In all seriousness, I hope Nia Jax doesn't botch and doesn't put other people at risk when she's back. And I hope that Nia Jax has fixed whatever it is that needed to be fixed with her. Maybe she was injured, right? Maybe she actually was truly injured for a while when she was botching. I don't know. But hopefully Nia Jax is able to, Oh, Deonna Purrazzo. Okay, Deonna Purrazzo here on Monday Night Raw is going to be fed to Nia Jax. But yeah, I honestly, I'm not rooting for Nia Jax to fail and botch and return to that previous Nia Botch hatred that they had going on, right? I'm not hoping for it, but I'm not a fan of Nia Jax, right? I really am not. But we'll see here tonight. Deonna Purrazzo versus Nia Jax. Steve Kerr's son name.
Oh, and a big clothesline by Jackson. If you want any idea of just how tough Nia Jax is. At last year's WrestleMania, Nia Jax competed for the WWE Women's Tag Team titles with 2 torn ACLs. She competed
all right.
before eventually having double knee.
So Nia Jax is here. Let's get Nia up on the screen. If we even have her photo still, we do. What do you know?
Oh, and Nia Jax with a short arm clothesline. You think Nia was anxious to get back in the ring? Absolutely. But think about how much.
All right. But Nia Jax now, another clothesline delivered there to Deonna Purrazzo and lays her down. So Deonna in a little bit of trouble. I'm actually not going to have Deonna's photo up here because it might be pretty friggin' quick right now. Another clothesline lays her down.
You basically restructure that landscape again because Nia Jax is a game changer. And don't forget Bianca Belair, now a part of.
By the way, my friends, I think I forgot to say, Kevin Langoff, you, my friend, are the new boss. Oh my God, Samoan drop to Deonna.
Bye-bye is right. Maybe Deonna should have never said hello.
Oh, do you want him to stop it? Huh?
Slaps her in the face. Oh! Nia just hit the rampage. 2, it's over. Nia Jax just hit the rampage. And it's over just like that. Nia picks up the win. Wow. That is questionable for a finishing move from a gal the size and stature of Nia Jax to hit a move that drops you on your head and who is known for botching. That is a risky, risky move to give to Nia Jax. I hope she has gotten better. I really hope she has gotten better because that's that could be dangerous moving forward. Hopefully she's done it properly and hopefully she knows how to deliver it properly. But it looks like we're going to get the Boneyard match up next. Yep, here comes the Boneyard match once again, ladies and gentlemen. But welcome everybody to the live stream. Once again, my name is Conman167. It's great to have each and every one of you up in here. I see some people saying that they are joining my stream because Wrestling Days' stream crashed today. So welcome everybody who has come here from Wrestling Days' live stream. I'm sure Days will be back up and running at some point in the near future. I'm sure he doesn't want to stop streaming for you guys. So thanks for spending your time with me for the time being, and then you can obviously head right on back to Wrestling Days. But if you've not done so yourself, you might as well drop a subscription to this channel. You can literally see your name pop up there on the top left-hand corner if you've got your subscriptions turned on public. Oh, they're not showing the whole Boneyard match. Oh, WWE, boo! 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 Not showing the whole Boneyard match on Monday Night Raw. Boo! Come on. It's just a highlight clips. I want the full one here again tonight. Damn, that's a little unfortunate. He said he would be back tomorrow for streaming. Good to hear there, Sonny Wolf. Good to hear. They advertised showing the full thing. Did they, though? Or did they word it to make you believe it was the full thing, but just say they were showing a Boneyard match, right? I think that's what they did. They teased us with it just a little bit. Fair enough, Anna Tag. Fair enough, Anna. Muhammad Al-Kush says, botch mode or the face breaker. Honestly, if you have Brie, Bella, and Nia Jax in terms of superstars that botch a lot, which superstar would I rather face? Brie, freaking Bella, miles and miles above Nia Jax. Nia Jax is a weird case in the ring because she is so overly aggressive sometimes without meaning to be overly aggressive. It's almost like the gal doesn't realize her own strength / stature and how damaging that can be against other women's superstars, right? When Nia Jax botches, she botches hard. When Brie Bella botches, it's not as bad, except for the only thing is the Brie mode knee that she has. When she botched that was rough to watch. But it's more so Brie Bella botches as in like stumbling over her feet, trying to throw a punch and landing like this far away from the camera, right? It's not necessarily that Brie Bella hurts people in the ring. She just can't make too many matches look super good on her own right. She needs normally Nikki Bella to be there to have a good match. But Nia Jax hurts people. Nia Jax literally hurts people in the ring. So I would take a match with Brie Bella over Nia Jax any day of the week.
We're thinking about you. That's why we've made some changes recently. So we're offering you free delivery from Uber Eats.
Brie didn't always botch. Back when she was full-time, before she came back, she was almost perfect. Don't necessarily agree with that there, Steve Taylor. Brie Bella was okay. But the thing was, Brie Bella also didn't wrestle too many long matches back in the day. And every time that she did wrestle a long match, it seemed that there was a botch involved. Even when she was full-time. Back in the day when Brie Bella was considered the top Bella of the two, before Nikki Bella started to rise through the ranks, Brie Bella was in short matches, very short matches, generally speaking, and botched a lot of big moments in larger matches.
Before the rough nights or the treatment.
That was Brie Bella. She's always had a little bit of a I'm gonna second guess myself with this move, and as a result, when she second guesses herself, the botches come through. She's not necessarily a botcher in the sense that she hurts people all the time. But Nia Jax, before the injury, unsafe worker. Right? Nia Jax, just before the injury, absolutely, truly an unsafe worker. Hopefully, after this injury, after that time off, once she gets her feet back under her in the ring, hopefully Nia Jax will show that she is ready again, right? Maybe I'm just basing it off her missile dropkicks. You might be there, my friend. I mean, Brie Bella does throw a mean missile dropkick. There's no question about that. She does.
Drive-thrus are ready to take your order with minimal contact. Tim Hortons, proudly serving our communities.
Why does Lay's have so many flavors?
Colton says you think Nia Jax is a botch machine. Wait till you see a Britt Baker feud. She's
Growing up is so overrated.
never had a match without a botch. She's by far worse. She's hurt 2 people since AEW has been around. And you know what? There maybe is the reason why WWE didn't sign on Britt Baker, because Britt Baker has absolutely everything. Like, she's got everything that you could possibly want in the looks of a superstar, but you're right, she's not overly great in the ring, is she? Sanguis says, I don't get how this chat room talks about not bullying and trolling, but are making fun of Nia's weight. I think the majority of people who are actually really, really good people here in this chat that do dominate the majority of the chat aren't the ones making fun of Nia Jax's weight. I don't condone that at all. To be quite honest, I think it's kind of silly to sit there and make fun of people based off their weight, especially in terms of wrestling. Wouldn't you want to be a bigger superstar to be a wrestler? We've had people like Yokozuna in the WWE. It's not about weight at all. Honestly, the bigger you are in WWE, the better. But for me, it's just all about her in-ring ability and being a safe worker. That's the thing that gets me off the bandwagon for Nia Jax, right? Just takes me right off of it.
Don't think about it too much. You're a champion. Let me hear it. Woo, woo, woo. Oh, please try it again.
Yep, exactly. Yeah, no regular viewers who are here on the regular basis are going to be making those comments. At least not without getting somewhat called out by the people here in the chat as well. Like, go ahead. Like, picture this. If Steve Taylor was all of a sudden just going all out, just being rude, being a jerk towards Nia Jax, I'd be sitting here saying, like, if he was being a literal just biatch to her, just straight up making fun of her weight, making fun of this, making fun of that, I'd be like, dude, you want to maybe take a chill pill, right? Yeah, no, it's just regular or irregular people that are coming in here that want to say some stuff, I guess. Hey, ladies and gentlemen, it's time for me to roll those R's because it's time for Umberto Carrillo.
last several hours, the last 24 hours, the last 3 days.
Yeah.
Now Humberto Carrillo, who's been carving out his own niche here in this brand, has got to stand up and show what he's all about.
Humberto Carrillo, we've seen him stand up. We've seen Humberto
Well, this chat bans regular people. You know what, my friend? People that get banned in here, they get banned for a reason, right? Like, I don't care if a regular person that has been in the stream chat for months on end starts all of a sudden showing their true colors. If those are your true colors, right? If that is how you're truly going to treat people. I'm not saying you are. I'm just saying you as a generalization, right? I'm not sure who this guy is here against Humberto Carrillo, but Humberto ducks underneath the chop. Jawbreaker reversal. Liam Warren. Hang on, sorry, I got to continue. I'm going to get back to you there, my friend. But the people that do get banned here in the chat that are regulars, quote-unquote regulars, they're people that overstep lines and don't probably need to be continuing their chatting history here in the channel, right? Okay, here we go, though. Right here, I got called out by Liam Warren. Liam Warren says, 4 out of 10 for the rolling of the R's. Gonna need you to go longer than that next time, bud. You say it's a joke, well, I'm taking it as a challenge, okay, my friend? So, I am gonna roll my R's right now, because none of you can stop me from doing it, because this is just a computer screen, and no one is actually right in front of me, so I am going to roll my R's, and you are going to like it. Humberto Oh. Holy.
Increasing his confidence here against Humberto Carrillo.
There you go. What do you guys say? Is that a perfect 10 out of 10?
The only WrestleMania too big for just one night. We saw the Boneyard match, a glimpse at it before the commercial break. I still can't
Thank you, folks. I appreciate it.
The Firefly Funhouse match was.
That Funhouse reminded me of a couple weird dreams I've had over the years.
I don't know who this big guy is, actually. I don't. Nah, it's a 1. Ow, right in the heart. Dang it. You got me right where it hurts.
Superstars like Apollo Crews that are now in the mix. Continues his roll of momentum.
There we go. Oh, Humberto lands on his feet. This big dude runs into a back elbow from Humberto Carrillo. Big boot right there to the face from Carrillo. Ducks underneath the offense from this big dude. Crossbody delivered into the cover. Count of 1, kick out by the big dude. Ooh. Yo, R. Trizzle, you called me out there, boy? The 24/7, 48/7, 7-Eleven, I-95, W South, North, East, West, West, Trent, 24/7, champion. That's you, R-Truth. That's you. Carrillo up to the top rope. Here he goes. Moonsault delivered. 1, 2, it's over. Carrillo wins.
Humberto Carrillo needed the night after WrestleMania.
Has certainly had a challenge from
the
larger Brendan Fink here tonight from NXT, but the drop kick took Fink off of his feet, and then Humberto Carrillo was really rolling.
All right, so that was good.
Humberto Carrillo sticking to what
was
got
good.
him to the dance.
I mean, it was just a way to build up Humberto Carrillo. It didn't need to be anything more than that, so I'll take it.
Control, the aerial ability, so graceful as Humberto Carrillo secures another victory.
Humberto Carrillo successful on the Raw After WrestleMania. Well, one of the highlights
there we go.
Of this past weekend was certainly the NXT Women's Championship.
Oh my.
Ripley put up a remarkable fight, but ultimately,
folks, coming up next, Charlotte Flair on Monday Night Raw. Oh boy. So we got ourselves a tweet right here from Paige. Interesting. Paige says, you never use another person's finishing move unless it is given to you. I gave it to Nia Jax and she just killed it. I have chills. Proud moment. So Paige passes off her finishing move, the Rampage, to Nia Jax. Interesting that she did that. I know they're friends outside of the business, so makes sense, I guess. Famkin Family says, why the F is NXT Women's Champion on Raw? Because Charlotte Flair has said that she is going to be still defending the NXT Championship across all 3 brands. So I think what WWE wants to do is they want to try to get NXT over as a must-see show. And in their eyes, must-see is Charlotte Flair on it. Now, granted, I think having Charlotte Flair adds a ton to the NXT roster. We'll talk a little bit about Charlotte Flair right now, actually, and talking about her win. I think Charlotte Flair beating Rhea Ripley is the right call. Okay? So, I know people are going to not like that take. And I know that take has changed since WrestleMania. But I've done some more thinking on it, folks. And I think Rhea Ripley, her story isn't done with Charlotte. I think, well, actually, I know. Charlotte Flair stated that they've only just scratched the surface with Charlotte versus Rhea Ripley. So we absolutely are going to get ourselves rolling in that feud in the future. By the way, we got ourselves a $2 donut from Jason Peace. Thank you, my friend. He says, shout out, I am new. Well, shout out to Jason Peace right there, buddy. Thanks for your $2 dono. I do appreciate it, my friend. Sorry that it took a few minutes to get around to your shout out. But yeah, the win here, why I'm going to go ahead and say I think it's good, is because the story allows Rhea Ripley to be built up a little bit more and have a shot at redemption. And redemption storylines are better than regular wins with a minor build. Now, don't get me wrong, Charlotte Flair versus Rhea Ripley was built up to be a relatively big match. WWE did a decent job with the video promos and everything, but it didn't have the heat momentum behind it that makes it feel like a giant match. Now what we're talking about is Charlotte Flair after she has a run with the NXT Championship in NXT, going up against people like Io Shirai, Dakota Kai, Tegan Nox, Chelsea Green, Shotzi Blackheart. The list goes on and on and on and on of awesome talent available down in NXT. Casey Catanzaro, label whoever you want, Caden Carter. Charlotte Flair has a great chance ahead of her to really help build up the NXT Women's Division in a way, while getting a ton of heel heat on herself, and then making the moment that somebody, whoever it may be, Rhea Ripley, ends up taking the title back from NXT, from Charlotte Flair, to become the NXT Women's Champion. That's kind of what I think WWE is planning on doing here. They want to make it a bigger match. They want to make Rhea Ripley versus Charlotte Flair 2 the big-time match. Maybe that's at SummerSlam. Maybe that's the redemption storyline for Rhea Ripley. Maybe that's how she gets back to the top. Famkin Killer says, why Charlotte? Why not Sasha or Becky do it? Well, I mean, because they chose Charlotte Flair. It's that simple, right? I mean, we can sit here and criticize WWE all we want over their choices, but regardless, Charlotte Flair versus Io Shirai, Charlotte Flair versus Dakota Kai, Charlotte Flair versus Shotzi Blackheart, Charlotte Flair versus Tegan Nox, Charlotte Flair. There's great matches available. I'm really excited to see it actually go down now. I've been doing a lot more thinking of it, right? And I think it's more of a good thing than bad. More of a good thing than bad. We got ourselves a $10 dono. Thank you very much there, Kevin Langoff. He says, I did not like the term GOAT. I do not even like calling Brady the GOAT. And he has more Super Bowl rings than anyone in history. Charlotte, though, is one of the best talents in history. I will say that. She is. I know it's tough to say greatest of all time because there is different eras, right? They never actually truly got to match up against each other. You wouldn't know who would be the bigger draw than in previous days, sort of thing. So it is tough to truly dictate who's the greatest of all time. Right? I understand what you're saying there, Kevin.
The king of kings.
Steve, he did take back his deal. Yes, at one point that was a thing, but he took back his deal. Kevin Langoff refusing to not admit it. He took back his deal.
Has more Super Bowl rings than anyone in history. Charlotte
Fampkin family says, well, I heard JD not agree with your opinion about Conman about Charlotte. Well, I'm pretty sure JD and me will not see eye to eye on most things. JD has a lot more, I guess you could say, I don't know what you can actually say. He just enjoys different things than I do, and that is A-okay, right? Wrestling fans don't have to sit there and say that we all have to enjoy the same thing. It really is straight up our personal takes on it. For me, generally speaking, I enjoy most stuff that WWE does produce. People can go ahead and call me a WWE shill for that reason, or just trying to get a job with WWE or whatever. People like to make up the most crazy things online. The fact of the matter is, I've been watching wrestling since 2005, and pretty much strictly WWE since 2005. It's only been within the last few years that I've really ventured outside of my comfort zone and started watching more independent matches, more stuff from like NWA. I've seen a decent amount of stuff from Ring of Honor, some New Japan stuff now. So within the last few years, I've started to see some other stuff outside of WWE. But as I've seen the stuff outside of WWE, it doesn't make me think the stuff inside WWE is worse, right? It's just different. They are just different types of wrestling. They really are. WWE is more of a grand spectacle with their whole show, and sometimes that grand spectacle does come across as boring. But it doesn't mean the product is bad overall. Here's Charlotte.
Charlotte, a big congratulations. I don't need you to congratulate me. So here's the thing. When I was a little girl, my dad had custom cars. He had custom robes. He had custom suits. And everyone thinks, you know, it's the suit that makes the man. No. You know what my dad told me? It's the man that makes the suit. So the superstars in this business assume it's the title that makes the man or the woman. No, it's the woman that makes the title. I've been the Raw Women's Champion. I've been the SmackDown Women's Champion. Hell, I retired the Divas Championship. Now, I stand here, the two-time NXT Women's Champion. Rhea Ripley tonight? She was all right. But she does what every other woman in this company does. They bow down to the queen.
Damn.
Woo!
Well, Charlotte Flair won the NXT Women's Championship in the first match of Night 2 of WrestleMania. But
oh yeah, guys, they're building her up. They're building her up to be the big-time heel in NXT that Shayna Baszler left in her wake. That's exactly what they're doing. She really is Steve Taylor. I'm a big Charlotte fan. You guys know that. Even though last night I booed the crap out of it when it happened, I think the reason I booed it so hard is because that's the intended response WWE wanted, right? Sometimes, you know, when we sit here and we watch the shows, we don't realize we're getting worked. We don't realize that how the performers have made the match happen. That is the intended response to get out of us. And whether you like or hate it, WWE works us most of the time. They really do. They work us so often, and it's fun. People like to say we know better than WWE, or we know this about wrestling, or we know this is gonna happen. But WWE proved at WrestleMania that we all can get worked. We all are just wrestling fans. We are all just marks, right? WrestleMania proved that last night. Nobody had a clue what was going to go down. Nobody. Heel.
Brock cannot believe what just happened.
Do I know who JD is? Yeah, I know who JD is. I've actually one interaction with him on Twitter. One singular interaction. I think what it was is I congratulated him for his 100,000 subscriber play button. And I think I said something along the lines of, like, I don't watch you all that often, but it's great to see so many YouTubers, or so many wrestling YouTubers, getting their 100,000 subscriber play button. Congratulations. I think I said something like that, and he quote tweeted it and said, in the kindest way possible, or something along the lines of no drama, or just kindly asking, why don't you watch me all that often? That was his response to me, and I kind of said, well, because I'm a YouTuber and I'm busy with my own channel. Right? So that's kind of my one and only interaction that I've had with him. Yeah, it's just not my cup of tea. But you know what? I'm not going to ever sit here and criticize other wrestling YouTubers for at least trying to produce content and trying to entertain their fan base, right? I'm not going to sit here and do that. I will sit here and criticize wrestling YouTubers when they clickbait, like What Culture Wrestling does, because they clickbait all the time, and they are the biggest wrestling YouTube channel on the platform, and they clickbait. But yeah, I'll call people out for that, but I'm not going to call people out for sharing their opinion online and for having an opinion on wrestling, right? That is totally allowed and actually highly welcomed. If we can create more discussion in wrestling, that's just better.
And when that's gone, all of a sudden, there's kind of a void.
When they gave him the news he had to retire.
That's usually my thought process for most other wrestling YouTubers. Share your opinions, share your ideas, but present them in a way that, you know, is...
My neck doesn't hurt at all. That was the first thing I thought.
I don't know how to say this. Present your views in a way that aren't going to harm the wrestling community. I guess that's probably the best way to put it. Just, if you are able to have a conversation and actually have a conversation about wrestling, it's good. Do I know the Sports Fury? I actually believe the Sports Fury is let me try that name again. I actually think the Sports Fury is subscribed to me here on YouTube, if I'm not mistaken. I've never watched any of his videos. I've clicked onto his channel, I know that, because I think I saw like he had like 9-point-something-K subscribers. But I believe he is subscribed to this channel. Yeah.
We dig dirt.
Superstar says this has to be Tyson Fury or Brock attacks Drew after this match. We'll see here, my friend. We will see. We also have to remember that this was taped before WrestleMania, so there might not be a big swerve. It might literally be something like, hey, hey, how you doing? I'm the world champion. Go off the air. You know what I mean? It might be something like that.
Everyone's excited about Post's new Timbit cereal.
You know what I'd love, though? I would love it if Heath Slater... You know what, guys? Tonight, main event. Why the frick not? Why not have Drew McIntyre come out and say, I'm doing an open challenge for the WWE Championship, and have Heath Slater challenge for the WWE Championship on the night after WrestleMania? 3MB, baby. Yeah, you know what? Let's make that happen. Come on, give us Heath Slater versus Drew McIntyre tonight for the WWE Championship.
It's time to blaze new trails with old friends. Make the most of every adventure with the sure-footed traction of the industry's fastest engaging all-wheel drive. The added confidence of GPS navigation that doesn't...
Con, you have a choice to flip a coin. If it's heads, Drew wins the title, or keeps the title. But if the Fiend... Oh, one sec. Let me read this again here. I misread that. He says, Con, you have the choice to flip a coin. If it's heads, Drew keeps the title, but the Fiend never wins his title. If tails, Fiend wins his title, but Drew loses his. Well, do we have a coin in here? Or am I broke? I don't think I have a coin. Okay, so here we go. What we're gonna do, we're gonna flip a piece of paper. That's right. So we're gonna go heads and tails. All right, everyone. Heads. You can't really see it because of the light. Heads. You can't see it. There it is, tails. There we go. All right, everyone, we're flipping a piece of paper. So what is it going to land on? That didn't work. Give me one more second here. A piece of paper. We're trying to flip this thing, all right? And
viewer discretion is advised.
It's tails. Drew loses his title.
Thursdays on E are totally Bella's.
There we go. It was tails. So Drew loses his title. Fiend wins his title back. There you go. That's what's going to go down.
Do you think we are moving too fast?
When are we supposed to have a normal relationship?
Our relationship was never normal.
Please tell me how Rhea losing last night helps her. I don't see it. So Mike Witt, it doesn't necessarily help her right now, okay? And I think that's a big thing that I got to remind everybody. The current storyline doesn't necessarily help Rhea Ripley right now. But we got to look at the overall story that could be told and the redemption storyline of Rhea Ripley trying to claw her way back through everybody in NXT to get to that NXT championship. I think that's a story that will make Rhea Ripley even a bigger star. Because what they did is they had the rise of Rhea Ripley against Shayna Baszler, but she won her title, right? She reached her mountaintop, and it's true within the last few weeks, ever since she won that NXT championship. After she won that championship, fan support with her went down a little bit, right? But here's Drew McIntyre. Thanks, Lex Rosandino, for the $10 dono as well, my friend. We'll roll that after this promo right here, because here's Drew, the new WWE Champion.
Drew McIntyre, congratulations on your victory over Brock Lesnar and the fact that you're the new WWE Champion. Now, I know it's only been about 20 minutes, but has the magnitude of what you've accomplished hit you yet?
No, it absolutely hasn't. No, it's been 20 minutes. I've not had the chance to talk to anybody or my family. I've had a chance to sit myself, and I've had a chance to do one thing, because I don't believe this is real. Pinching myself to make sure I'm not going to wake up. So I took the time to get the plates changed.
Ooh.
Looks pretty cool, yeah? Now I know it's official. Now I know I'm not dreaming. A lot of emotions. I don't know where to start, so I'm going to start with the match. Let's go from there. There's plenty of time going forward. I want to say a thank you. It's going to be a weird one. You're not going to believe it. The people at home aren't going to believe it. Thank you, Paul Heyman.
Oh. Oh.
Want to see where I'm going with this? During the match, I was ready. I came in physically, mentally, emotionally ready. Brock Lesnar walked down that aisle with a look in his eyes like I've never seen from anyone in my entire life. You can tell a lot by a man and your opponent by looking in their eyes. He was ready to go to war, and so was I. But there was a point when Paul Heyman said, "Keep giving him the F5, Brock. Drew can't keep getting back up. He's going to stay down." He obviously doesn't know Drew McIntyre very well, does he? My life flashed before my eyes in that moment. Every single time I've been knocked down,
you deserve it.
Fight back up.
Let's get that going, folks. You deserve it, champ.
In my personal life, I have never surrendered. I fought all the way from not the start, from 10 feet under, dug my way up, and crawled to the main event of WrestleMania. And every time he said that, every time he hit an F5, I stopped getting hurt. I started getting angry.
Oh.
F5, angrier. F5, angrier. No surrender. Thinking about climbing to the top of that mountain inch by inch, and I don't give a damn that was Brock Lesnar on the top. I was going to claymore him as many times as it took. And as of about 22, 23 minutes ago, Drew McIntyre is the new WWE Champion.
Yeah. What? Big Show? It's a big bad show tonight. McIntyre just rolls his eyes and says, okay. Big Show Is he out here for a match? Is Big Show out here for a match, ladies and gentlemen? Here's Big Show. It's you gotta know.
Man, you slayed the beast. You conquered the conqueror. You beat Brock Lesnar at the main event of WrestleMania to become the WWE Champion. Wow. Now there's an entire locker room full of truly talented competitors that have you in their sights. But you know, Drew, this is a big man's world. I know you think you're a big man, but you're no giant.
Ooh.
There we go, there we go. That's what I was waiting for. It's not big congratulations from Big Show. Listen, mate, I know where this is going.
See, that's the problem. You don't know.
Whoa.
All right?
Wow.
I'm not challenging for your WWE title right now. I'm not going to challenge you at Money in the Bank for a title opportunity. I'm just saying you're dressed to compete. I'm dressed to compete. We have a referee. I mean, what's the problem? Ding, ding, ding. Ring the bell, bitch. Let's go.
What?
Okay, here's the problem. I don't know if you noticed. I assume you did. You just talked about it. I just fought Brock Lesnar. I just beat Brock Lesnar for the WWE title. That's why I'm dressed to compete. I don't know why you're dressed to compete, but I assure you, I'm not fighting right now.
What?
So what you're saying is that all that talk you did before, you're just some kind of punk. You flapped your gums talking about Brock Lesnar and understanding your own pain and taking that pain and twisting it till you got angry. Drew, I don't see you angry. I'm looking you dead in the eye. You know what I see? I see fear.
Ooh.
You're afraid of me.
Come on, Joe. This isn't my first day. I'm not afraid of you. I'm not afraid of anybody. And I know you're trying to push my buttons. 'Cause I'm Scottish, I've got a temper. But I'm going to put it simply and slowly so that you can understand. There is nothing you can say that will convince me to fight you tonight.
Wow. A slap might help, though. Oh, a slap might do it. Takes the title off. The Velcro is off. And we're going to get ourselves a WWE title match. No way. We're going to get a WWE title match here, ladies and gentlemen, at the end of Monday Night Raw. Big Show versus Drew McIntyre. Holy crap. So who will win is the question. Hashtag Raw. Drew McIntyre. Are we going to see Drew lose his title here tonight? Oh, Big Show just knocks him down. What in the world, ladies and gentlemen?
Forget that, Tom. We've never seen this, period. We've never seen a guy win a championship at WrestleMania and then not even a half an hour after he wins it, we get a challenge and the guy puts that title on the line that he just won.
Cinder block like fist right to the ribs of McIntyre. No way McIntyre's even close to 100%. Think about the gall of the Big Show to take advantage of this situation and try and goad McIntyre into this.
The more I think about it, this is a veteran play by the Big Show.
All right, everybody, head on over to twitter.com/Conman167. New tweet is up. You guys can let me know who you think is going to win. Is it going to be Drew McIntyre or is it going to be Big Show? Let me know, ladies and gentlemen. Once again, my name is Conman167. It's great to have each and every one of you here tonight, as now Big Show is getting his offense in against Drew McIntyre. We got ourselves a $10 donut. Thanks, Lex. The King of Kings. On your knees, dog. Damn it. All hail. Bow down to the king. Big Show, big scoop slam there to Drew McIntyre.
Charlotte is women's NXT champion and it's not about ratings. It is more because soon NXT is leaving out of Full Sail University and taking NXT on the road.
Is that the case there, Lex Rosendino? That would make sense why they want Charlotte Flair there to try to sell some more people on the show, right? Right hand counter from Drew McIntyre. Another right hand, but a headbutt from Big Show.
As far as Ripley goes, think about this when Sasha finally won her first title against Charlotte. It was a huge pop.
Yep, true. And then Comedic Genius YT says, Con, I gotta say, if Big Show wins, I will blank big time. Me too, my friend. Big Show better not friggin' win, right?
The way Big Show's rolling, it could be a matter of time. Now the Big Show from the second rope, close to 400 pounds, right to
Wait,
the midsection.
what? Into the cover, count of one, count of two, kick out. Folks, is this not for the WWE title? I've seen a few comments all of a sudden saying it's not for the title. Is it a non-title match? It is a title match. Okay, it is for the title, so why are people saying it's not? Why do some people just purposely confuse Conman? It's probably part of their fun that they get here on a weekly basis. So it is a title match. Cool. There we go, ladies and gentlemen.
But Drew McIntyre didn't expect it to happen this quick. An unprecedented test.
Sorry, Heated Dragon, I can't really hear the commentary simply because I do talk over top of it. That is unfortunate. The one thing here of doing these live streams is you really can't quite hear the commentary team. Oh! Yeah, literally just said you're defending one of the title or you're defending the title against one of the greatest in Big Show. Tom Phillips just said it's for the title. So, ladies and gentlemen, if you're one of those people that are continually to say that Big Show said it's non-title match here, well, it's a title match. So, there you go. Big Show scoop slam delivered to McIntyre.
How much more can the champion take? Think about how long Drew McIntyre.
And remember also, ladies and gentlemen, this match is going on like 20, 25 minutes, half hour after Drew McIntyre has already fought Brock Lesnar. This match took place right after WrestleMania. Now Big Show choking out Drew McIntyre. McIntyre. Back up to his feet. Big Show. Oh, he went for the big chop there. He couldn't hit the big chop. McIntyre now with a chop of his own right. Oh. McIntyre runs into a choke slam, but is he going to get lifted up? Big Show choking Drew McIntyre right now. Drew is in trouble. He gets out of that one. McIntyre. What? Are you kidding me? Drew McIntyre just body slammed the Big Show. 2 kick out by Big Show. A body slam to the freaking Big Show from Drew McIntyre. What a big slam, man. Thank you to the righteous shall inherit the earth. The righteous shall inherit the earth. Thanks for following me, but what the heck is this? Okay. McIntyre telling him to get up now. Oh, no, 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 no. No, 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 no. Choke slam. 1, 2, no. That was close. Oh my God, that was close. That was so damn close. Off the choke slam, Drew McIntyre just kicked out. But here we go. Big Show has his hand cocked. Drew McIntyre up to his feet, ducks underneath the WMD Claymore kick. 1, 2, McIntyre retains. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. And that's just a way of trying to make Drew McIntyre look like a badass here tonight. Drew McIntyre is still our WWE Champion. Thank freaking God. Thank freaking God, ladies and gentlemen. McIntyre is still the champion. Can you imagine if in 2020 they put the WWE title on Big Show? Unfortunately, I can believe it. They put the WWE title on Goldberg in 2020. Universal, at least. But regardless, ladies and gentlemen, at the end of the show here today, the final image is the first ever Scottish WWE Champion, Drew McIntyre, raising that title high.
It may contain themes that are not suitable for everyone.
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so very much for watching. I really hope you guys did enjoy this show here today. It was nice to see a bunch of people tune into the live stream once again. My name is Conman167, and if you guys have not done so, make sure you subscribe to this channel. You can come also to my second channel, Conman Reacts, and drop a subscription over there. Also, everyone, if you want to keep up to date with the live chat, you can always join our Discord server down in the description below. And then any other takes on wrestling that you want is available over on my Twitter at Conman167. But ladies and gentlemen, that is going to be it for us here tonight. We are not back tomorrow. I don't think so. I know Impact is still running a show. I will let you guys know for sure if I am streaming, but as of right now, I'm not sure for tomorrow. I think I'm going to take tomorrow's Tuesday streams off just to kind of give this voice a tiny bit of a rest. It's been a long week here, folks, but I'll let you guys know for sure if I'm live tomorrow night. But until then, everyone, take care. Have yourself a wonderful evening. I've been Con, and that was Monday Night Raw.